and keep it for good. Nigeria is now or never. You either love it or lose it forever. Nigeria is now or never. You either love it and keep it for good. Freedom is now or never. You either win it or lose it forever. Freedom is now or never. You either win it and keep it for good. See that?
All right, my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Naija Watch, we're back here again today. Today is 4th February 2022. How you guys doing, my people? This is going to be another hot debate tonight. Yes, I'm going to be waiting for our panelists to join us here. We already have 2 of them in the backstage. I'm going to be bringing them out soon. How you guys doing today, my people? Happy weekend to every one of you. Good to be here again. Yes, is anybody right there who missed me? I know say some people miss me. I know say some people don't miss me. So, but just let me know if you missed me. I miss you all. Trust me, I miss you all. Thank you very much, my people. Let me go to the comment section right now to acknowledge my good family. My family are so dearful to me. You know, to have a family like the one I have in Nigeria Wash is not easy. You know, they show me love every blessed day, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. Thank you very much, my people. I'll forever be grateful to every one of you. Thank you. Mary Kimade, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Joseph Sunday, thank you very much. Good evening to you, sir. I appreciate you. Mother of all, Mommy the Aspera, she's always here with us 365 days. She's here. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. And the sister is right there. Patricia Enofe, good evening to you. I appreciate you so much. Ogi Ida Osa, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining us this evening. Homina right there. I can see you. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. I can see Vivian the Rose. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you. I miss you too. I really appreciate this. Yes, this gives me more confidence and encourage me to do more. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. I can see my lovely family, my good panelists. They're already there on the backstage. I have our brother Engineer Ken right there. Left is Toya is right there with us, and my brother Nice. All of them are right there on the backstage. I'm going to be bringing them to you guys right now. We have a lot to talk about. It's the things that is currently affecting us in Nigeria. It's affecting you. It's affecting me. No way we all can bypass it. There's no way. Even though you are rich, you are poor, the situation of Nigeria right now is affecting everyone, both the rich, the poor, and everyone. That's the truth. You know, I was actually talking to my friend just yesterday here about those people that live in the best estate in Lagos. We were talking, but you know, both those that live in a good estate in Abuja. But we now came out to say, okay, if you are inside your estate, everything is beautiful. What about if you drive out of your estate? What happened? Can your money help you with that? The answer is no. So, my people, the situation of Nigeria is affecting every one of you. It's affecting every one of us. So when we are talking, please, I love you all. Sometimes I counter you all with anger. Listen, it's the way I'm feeling. Stop attacking us when we are countering and criticizing and exposing these devilish governments. Stop attacking us because you live in abroad. Thank God for your life, but not everyone that have the privileges to go there and live in the same country where you're living. Thank you very much, my people. Let's move on. Let me bring our family right here, my panelists. I have Brother Nice right there. Brother Nice, how are you doing, my brother? Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us once again.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Wash. Good evening, everyone, all the panelists. I salute all of you.
Thank you, my brother.
I greet you, Nigeria Wash. Yeah.
Brother Nice, you are becoming a voice in Nigeria Wash now. You are be persistent, consistent, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, let me bring my brother right here. Leftist Itoya. Leftist Itoya is always here supporting me all the time. You know, Leftist Itoya, good evening to you, my brother. How you doing today? Happy weekend to you.
My brother, it's another Friday. Good evening, viewers, good evening, panelists, and good evening, everybody, Nigeria Watch family. Well, you they asked just now whether we miss you. I don't know. I go think about it whether I miss you. But however, I greet everybody. Thank you very much.
You go give me answer later. I'm not gonna let you go if you not give me answer. You know. All right. Let's bring our brother, our big brother right here, Engineer Ken in the building. Good evening to you.
Yo. You know it is Nigeria Watch. What's up?
Thank you very much
talking from the greatest city in the world. The United States of America. What's up? What's up, my co-pilots? How you doing? You know, welcome to today's broadcast and welcome to today's show. Nigeria Watch, we're going to keep it real today. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right, my panelists right there. Thank you all. I appreciate every one of you for your time. Right now, I'm going to be acknowledging Edo Sky right there. Thanks for joining us. God bless you. I appreciate you for joining us right now. I see Rosa Francis is right there in the building as well. Good evening to every one of you. Let's just do this together and be straight on this. All right. We have the father, the father of everyone. The reason why I call the good comrade the father of everyone is the eldest when we talk about our panelists. Although, as you all know, the good comrade, they follow rules. And we don't like it. The good comrade, who again that doesn't follow rules. Many more. Alex doesn't follow rules.
And this person, Israel too.
Israel, the shake table not be small, But at the end of the day, the good thing about it, especially from the good comrade, he always make up with everyone at the end of the show. I like that. That's how a father is supposed to behave. The good comrade, we are welcoming you into the floor right now. Good evening to you, sir.
I must greet you all in a hurry. And may God bless our listeners and those watching all over the world. And I wish every one of us happy deliberation today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
The good comrade. Now me and you today, brother. Nice. Now father and son fight today.
You are a nice guy.
Good comrade. Right. Good comrade. This one they will call you people, Papa. Man, not going to do like BUHARI. Now so they spoil out.
Father, no, I don't get cow. Now you get cow. See your cap.
All right, let's do this, my people. We have our elder brother right here as well, Mr. Moruyi. Mr. Moruyi, I'm welcoming you to the floor right now. Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today?
Good evening, my beloved brother Elvis. Thank you once again for your effort and for this platform. My regards to my fellow panelists, and happy, pleasant, and cordial weekend to our viewers all over the globe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we have our brother, the Oligi of Nigeria was Oligi. When I say Oligi, you guys should know, and I don't even need to mention his name. When I know the person where they talk about. See, everybody know they shake head now. Now, Alex, let's put him to the floor. Alex, my brother, how you doing? Good evening to you. Alex, are you there? Okay, Alex is not ready now.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, guys. Yes, I'm ready. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. How are you doing today, my brother? Talk to us.
Alex,
can you hear me?
Alex, why you call me talk like a king?
Yes, yes, I greet everybody.
Okay, I will greet
like you. What?
Like a king.
Why they talk like a king? Why they talk like a king?
No, I don't know. Maybe the network.
Anyway, Alex, 5 or 6, Oligi 1 and Oligi 2. No one.
You know the name I don't give you now, Alex. Oligi of Nigeria was Oligi.
Oligi 1. Oh my! What was it? Oligi that will bring electricity into our country, no problem. Oligi that will employ our youth, no problem.
Oligi that say it how it is.
What I always say.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you for joining us. Thank you very much, my people. I can see Rita Adams in the building with us. Good evening to you, Rita Adams. Thank you very much for joining us. June Ombaseki is right there with us. Good evening to you. I appreciate you all. Sabavo Konga is there with us as well. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes, my people, as you all know, last week we talked about the situation that is currently going on with 2023 presidential race. As you all know, that Rochas Okorocha came out last week to publicly let Nigerians know that he wants to go for presidency, But immediately when he finished his speech, EFCC came out to say, "Oh God, you go nowhere. We are talking about 2.9 billion naira fraud here. We are going to drag you, and we are going to drag you to the line. They charged him. So because of that, now Rochas Okorocha have responded. In fact, they have a very serious message here that is sent to the EFCC. He went to see BUHARI to let BUHARI know his intention to become the Nigerian president in 2023. So I would like us to hear from Rochas before we move on, because this one, I beg my panelists, I'm going to beg every one of you today, let's do this thing for 2 hours. Now beg me con dey beg una now, not before I do 2 hours. Let's cap it 2 hours.
Mr. Davis, can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion?
Try.
Mr. Mori, you go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick one. I want us to be able to maximize our time. Even if we spend 10 hours, most of us are not really bothered because it's a critical situation in our country, and a critical situation demands critical solutions. Then for us to maximize our time here, you are the referee, you are the umpire, you are the moderator. Instead of giving us a blank check, if you give everybody time, everybody will have something to say, negative or positive. So that one, in my own opinion, consumes too much of our time. So you coin the questions from each topic. You discover that we want to handle like 2, 3, 4, 5 topics in a day. You narrow it down to the basics, to the salient questions from every topic. So you throw the question to each person. The person will not go outside the question. So that will help us a great deal. If you are giving us, okay, what's your take? Everybody will have something to say, and
yes, thank you, Mr. Mori. The first speech, I will allow everybody to say their mind, but from there, I will be throwing questions to everyone. Thank you for very suggestion.
Exactly. So that will guide us, and it will make us to cover more ground within a short period of time.
All right, thank you. I hope so. I can see now on the comment section they're already opposing that 2 hours. Say not go reach. Blessing my retired dance go come, they take this seat because we not just understand. I not just understand at all. 2 hours is enough now. Okay, let's just move on now, not to take much of the time. Right.
People they enjoy this debate too.
4 hours not even reach. 5 hours not even reach.
You see now. Mr. Moro, you will just say advise me now. This is for everything. See now.
We get dog for this panelist. I did get dog voice.
All right.
Sorry. Now me, not from here. Man, no vest.
I beg, Alice, go hide your dog. We're not going to bite person leg for you. I beg.
All right. Sorry. Now me, not from here. Man, no vest.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. We're going to be welcoming Mr. Johnson Emmanuel into the building right now. Mr. Johnson, I think on your side, we are hearing ourselves back. Please, can you turn down your speaking there, Mr. Johnson? I'm hearing myself back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, it's better now. Okay, good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining us once again.
First, good evening, everybody, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be around this evening. Thank you very much.
Yes, I really do appreciate you for your continued support. Thank you. We have our brother in the comment section, Clarence Bell. Clarence Bell, I missed you. Good to have you back. Thanks for joining us. Let's move on, my people. Let's move on. Sorry, that is right there. God bless every one of you. Thank you very much, June Obaseki. And God bless all of you now. Thank you. Right, my people, like I said before, as you all know, last week we debate over over the speech of Rochas Okorocha and the EFCC charges against him as well, 2.9 billion naira. As you all know, that all these politicians, they have been tormenting us, stealing from us to enrich themselves since the creation of Nigeria. Although Rochas Okorocha have came out yesterday, to counter the charges. In fact, he sent straight warning. Send them, go give EFCC this time. He talked to BUHARI, he talked to the EFCC, he talked to all of them. As you all know, Rochas Okorocha is very brave. But at the moment now, with this message that he sent, I'm worried, a little bit worried. I'm not sure how the EFCC will be reacting to this. You know, as you know, Nigeria, EFCC wouldn't want a single person to threaten them and get away with it just like that. But nevertheless, let's move on, people. Let's watch this video. Then all our panelists will have the opportunity to talk about it before we start working with our time. We'll be given the privilege and we'll be urging and begging, or rather, how do we say, giving the opportunity to Vivian the Rose today to time every panelist after the first speech from every individual. You know, after that, she's going to be timing everyone. Immediately, your time is up. Once you put it on the comment section that your time is up, is 2 minutes, you know that, yeah, your 2 minutes is up. I'm going to mute you, and if you refuse to stop, I will remove you from the screen for at least a minute. Please, let's try to follow the guidelines and the rules. I understand that everybody just want to be expressive, we want to say it at ease, but sometimes, you know, others need to talk as well. Thank you very much, my people. Let's listen to Rochas Okorocha.
Following my press conference on Monday, I decided to come and inform Mr. President officially of my aspiration to run for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I also use the opportunity to intimate Mr. President of what is going on between me and economic and financial crime, the EFCC, and the harassment and intimidation that I'm getting from the EFCC literally on a daily basis. And to inform him that I have court judgment and 2 court orders, 3 different judgments at different forums, which stops the EFCC from harassing, intimidating, and all that. The EFCC have refused to obey the law. And so I have to inform Mr. President that EFCC should be meant to obey the law that established them. And without the law, there would have been an EFCC. And the desperation with which they go about any affair that concerns me should stop. And I reminded Mr. President that I recall that some time ago, the EFCC had claimed that they recovered the sum of 5.9 billion from my account, which the court found out to be untrue. In other words, they were biased and they prejudged me. On that basis, the court ruled and ordered that they should not any further more interrogate and harass me. This has also not been obeyed. The court ordered the EFCC to release my international passport. EFCC have refused to obey. The court gave damages to me for the...
All right, I'm going to stop that right there, but we'll be coming back to it. I want to say, in Nigeria, what is happening? You know, when there's judgment in the court, it seems like these people with so much intoxicating power, they don't obey the judgment from any court in Nigeria. The court have ordered for EFCC to leave this man alone. The EFCC refused, right? I'm not here to support Rochas Okorocha. I don't even know him, and I don't want to know him, to be honest. But I understand, I've seen a different case scenario where judges, even Edo State, judge will pass their own judgments. One person will say, no, look at Nnamdi Kanu cases as well. You know, what is happening? And these are part of the things we are going to be talking about after this speech from Rochas Okorocha. Let's listen more.
On that basis, the court ruled and ordered that they should not any further more interrogate and harass me. This has also not been obeyed. The court ordered the EFCC to release my international passport. The EFCC have refused to obey. The court gave damages to me for a sum of 500 million naira for EFCC to pay. EFCC have not paid that. Rather than doing that, on the day of my declaration, EFCC went on the press to announce that I'm being prosecuted for some criminal charges of 2.9 billion and no more than 5.9 billion. So I said, as the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, and one that stands on the side of law, that he should bring this attention to the EFCC.
Other questions I would also like to our panelists to answer today is that, do you guys think that BUHARI can actually talk to the EFCC, or all of them are working together, or BUHARI is behind the actions from EFCC? Because, you know, the way EFCC is working, you know, they are kind of sentimental. You know, they choose who to attack, they choose who not to attack. For example, Tinubu, EFCC not to mention a name at all. My people, why? EFCC doesn't mention someone like Tinubu's names, articles, and many, many more. So we want to know what is happening. You know, this man, they don't confiscate his passport for so long, although me, I not hear him. This is my first time hearing that from him, that his passport has been confiscated and he has been restricted from so many things. And my own question now to Rochas Okorocha, Oga, why you constantly come out again say you want to go run for president? Where after they don't tie you for one corner, tie your leg, tie your hand. You speak. I don't understand how you want to survive this one, but meanwhile, let's continue to listen.
And despite the effort by the Office of Attorney General to make EFCC reasons and obey court judgment to release my travel documents and stop the harassment, EFCC have refused. So I think there's some kind of desperation on the side of EFCC, and I don't know who might be causing this, but it is appropriate that I do let them know of the injustice that is going on with me as regards the EFCC. I also discuss on the need to strengthen our party, the APC, and to make sure that it should be a grassrooted party, as we had ab initio agreed as founding fathers, that our party must be strong at grassroots level and not a hanging party at Abuja. So everybody.
My panelists, please try by all means to always have your pen and paper to bullet point every questions you would like to talk about. You know, some of you normally say, I have something to say, always have your pen and paper. Is very, very vital. That is how a proper debate is supposed to be. Thank you very much.
Must go to his village and booth and promote the party to come. And I'm able to ascertain from Mr. President that the days of people sitting in Abuja here and clinching power without getting the support of the masses of the people will not be tolerated in APC. I'm very happy with that statement, and I hope we shall keep to that. Thank you. Mr. President said he will take up the matter, especially when he saw the judgment. He said he will take up the matter and find out what is actually happening, and I hope he will do so. And I believe he will do that.
All right, I think we'll continue from here when I would like one or two panelists to talk on this, and I'm going to be starting with Brother Nice. Brother Nice, talk to us.
Yes, sir.
You were here last week when we deliberated. We talked about this Rochas Okorocha's intention to become Nigerian president, and at the same time, the charges that EFCC placed on him. Now, he came out to talk now. You heard him. So what is your take on this, Brother Nice?
Yeah. My take on this, first of all, let me point out the issue of injustice that you were talking about. That when the court take decision, and this EFCC they don't respect those decisions, it's because we have institution problem. Our institution is not based on, is not solid. Let me say, our institution is not solid. I don't know if you know what they call separation of power. Our judicial system, we don't have what they call separation of power. That is power. Judicial system is supposed to be different from executive. You understand? If we have that kind of separation of power, that is the only way they will be executing decision. The judicial system will be executing decision, and they must apply that decision, no matter who it concerns, who it may concern. If it's the police, if it's the military, if it's when we have separation of power. The problem we have with our judicial system, the executive, they influence them. That's the reason why when the judge or any of them take decision, they doesn't respect it, because the executive influence the decisions. Everything that comes from the judicial system, the executive always interfere, which is not supposed to be so. That is the problem you are seeing when the court take decision, the decision is not respected, because there's no separation of power between the judicial system and executive. That's where the problem lies. And this man, if he has anything, Rochas Okorocha, if he has anything to hide, let him present himself to the EFCC, clear himself up that he has nothing to hide from you people. Then maybe they will leave him alone. When he said they are rising him up and down, so he has to clear himself to them. If he has something to hide, that is where we go to. He will be running up and down, seeking for president to speak to EFCC. They will not leave you if you have something to hide. But if your hand is clean, they will not do you anything. You can go there and clear yourself up. You understand? So that one is done. Let me speak about the question you asked, that if we really miss you. I cannot speak for everybody. I will speak for myself.
Okay.
Let me tell you, Niger Watch, you are very special to me. I doesn't go to people's platform. Is your platform is the first platform that I come, I contribute.
Stop posting.
Hello?
Hello. Go ahead. Leftist is trying to interrupt you. Go ahead, my brother.
So you are very special to me, and I believe that most of my panelists, they share the same feelings too. So you are special to us, and I pray for God to strengthen you. If we have people like you in Nigeria, in Edo State, I think that country will be a better place to live. Eh? We have people that have conscience like you. You understand? And I want to ask you one question. What are you eating that make you young every day? You know the hood.
Now let this Itoya, it stress me. Then God, they help me the young more.
I swear. The way you the young every day, the thing they tire me.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. All right, let's move on. Let's talk to Leftist Itoya in the building. Leftist Itoya, I beg unmute yourself. Don't go straight to the point. Talk about Rochas Okorocha. Now they talk about here. Rochas Okorocha don't come out now say EFCC, they don't remove hand for a waste. He go do and not do. The year he go warn BUHARI now, make you warn the boys. Then they take and come off for your hand for a waste. And as we they talk, we never hear that before, say they confiscate the passports, they block them here, they block them, they lock door everywhere. So what is your take? I bet tell us what you think about this.
It's a normal problem. It's a normal issue in the jungle. According to Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, it's saying a zoo. So the country, Nigeria, actually they operate animal kingdom. If not, I see no reason why Rochas Okorocha would be looking for BUHARI to talk to EFCC. Why he's doing that is because that he also know that all of them, now the same thing that they do, that they use one paracetus to they pursue another person. Now wahala, normally EFCC is supposed to be independent. They're not supposed to they listen to somebody like BUHARI. If BUHARI just do anything will not work, EFCC go invite them normally. So why running to BUHARI? Because he knows say yes, the truth be said, those are our leaders that they use those police, EFCC, the military, whatever security apparatus, till they pursue everyone with say one give them small wahala. That is why he run to Buhari. He himself know the truth. Now he dey suspect saying present governor. Now he dey pursue. Now they use EFCC against them. But more look am, any of their hand clean? None of their hand clean, no.
But my question to you, my brother, my question to you before you continue, do you think, say, Buhari go fit help am?
Normally, Buhari not supposed to help am. Under normal circumstances, Buhari not supposed to get the power to fit help am. But because of Felad already tell us in a paddy government.
Now we get.
If Buhari comes to say the man they useful to run, that is if he still say they useful, because I believe say they don't use them well. He put better money for Buhari election. Before he run go make Buhari na paddy, he know how much he put for Buhari election. And now he talk say only him not go down. We don't forget that statement. If they don't go stop to harass him, he go open up certain information for Aso Rock that Nigeria go enter wahala. He will begin bomb. And don't forget that statement. So there are a lot of secrets where you know where they happen for Aso Rock, where Nigerians don't know. So now maybe you go tell Buhari, say, I beg, you know, say this, me, my mouth no good though. This one that I do, I fit tear mouth too. Probably there's something he knows where we don't know, where they fear making no talk. So on that note, Buhari say may they relax on that note. But however, I see say the cop don't the fool. Because this one when you come out as president, if now person they don't want make it come, maybe president. Now wahala. They go want use one delay tactics or the other delay tactics. They make sure say that time reach, the warrior and the time go pass, then nothing go happen to them. But after that time, they go release them. Just the way they use sense, they talk, say they want release them now, they can say they get political solution to them. When Anambra election one start, they can say political solution day, just to allow the election take place. After the election don't take place, when they talk that one, most Igbo people come they happy. So the election take place. So after the election now, if people go meet up for solution, for the political solution, it tell them say there's nothing you can do, make court decide. That is, it don't use the Igbo people again. Because otherwise, Anambra election will not be peaceful, no matter what they do. Wahala for them. So that is the issue. So the issue be, they want just warrior, delay. None of their hand clean, whether not the Buhari, whether not the Rochas, whether not the EFCC. EFCC not there on their own. They be like dog. When dog they back just now, so that will get dog or panelist. They quick shut them off. That's what EFCC be. If you open them, if you shut them up, they're not there on their own. They just be like they be political dogs. That's who they are. That is why Ron go meet Buhari say, well, otherwise, just like Brother Nice talk, he says separation of power. Yes, separation of power they, but because of corruption, they are all separated. They write them down. But because of corruption, they know they follow the rules. Just like we say, courts know they respect. Some people know they respect court because they see the court finish. They say they corrupt. They not get voice again because they chop. When they give you money, you want to fight me. How you want to? When I know your secret, I will go smile put relax. That's way you talk. Live and there. So the court actually get the power. They don't really say leave these people. But yes, know the secret too. Maybe the court where they wrong go meet now, money change hand. None of their hand clean. They are all corrupt. That's just the truth. They are all corrupt.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. According to what our brother just said, let me add at least a little bit of my own statement to that to support what leftist Toya said. I think the government, Nigerian government, are using the EFCC to torment themselves. They are using the EFCC in case you did not agree to what they want, they will use it to torment you. If you agree, the EFCC will not come to your side. That's my take. Okay? But meanwhile, let's move on to Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken has been coming in and out. You know, I remember he mentioned earlier on that he's joining us from the best country in the
My
world.
network is failing me. Hello?
Talk so now, but you said you did join us from best country in the world, and the country where you did now, not get network for America.
You know, the problem is saying now rain dey fall. And our leaders who want to talk about today, their spirituality, they affect the global network. So that make our innocent people not hear that. Now they cause some.
All right, talk to us, sir. Talk to us. What is your
Okay.
take? Response
Yeah,
from
now, my brother, waiting they happen, you know, now the true fact now it be that. You know, it go wrong meet Buhari because all of them are the same cabal. You know, because they know what in they are so wrong there when all of them they high secret for say if they talk. I remember when they fight to Sawmill about their national chairman when he say he did not Sawmill say they not take time, he did not take time, he go talk within there so wrong. You know, all of us know what in there. Not be the person when they talk before not being there. And this EFCC of a thing is
America, the best country in the world, would not get network. Be like say Nigeria does better pass America now, sef. Very my brother, una not get network, make una just accept them. I not get better network for America. So UK is leading. But before that, let's just move on and let's talk to the good comrade. The good comrade is right here with us. Okay, Jinake is back. Let's see. Good comrade, please just pause for a minute. Let's see if Jinake can continue from there.
okay. I'm here now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, who me?
Yes, Jinake, yes, go ahead.
Okay. So that is just the fact. You know, they're using EFCC against themselves. You know, anyone that has more power, they want to flex their muzzle with EFCC. You know, Okorocha himself is not clean. All of them, they are corrupt. And these people, man, they are using that country to play chess. You know, using that country to play chess. You know, if they want to sentence him or if they want to whatever they want to do with him according to the EFCC, let them do it. Even look at Mangu. Mangu was the boss of EFCC for over 5 years. You know, he's the most corrupt man in the world. But now, we do not hear anything about him anymore. You know, that system is so archaic. You know, so you know, he's so bad that anytime I hear it, he think the volume you're gonna make me the fano. You understand me? So if I have the opportunity and the power, it's
Engineer Ken, are you there? We are struggling so much with Engineer Ken this evening. So, but meanwhile, we need to move on. All right, let's talk to the good comrade. The good comrade, good evening to you once again, sir. Go ahead, talk to us, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Watch. God bless you for your platform.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, my co-panelists. May God bless us all. And good evening, our viewers and listeners all over the world. Rochas Okorocha. The first questions I have is this. One, is he a Nigerian? Yes. Is he qualified to contest? Yes. The problem I have with this matter, this particular topic, from the day Okorocha announced his intention to vie for the position of the president, EFCC came up with what they came up with. From that date in today, it's over 24, 48, 72 hours or more. Why have they not gone to pick him up and take him to court? This is becoming another case of a media trial. If you have facts and figures, evidence, forensic evidence at that this man diverted the people's money, 2.9 billion. Why coming to media? Why tell me? Take him to court. So I think that's the problem I have with this matter. Then two, Rochas going to BUHARI is a no for me. And BUHARI cannot intervene. If BUHARI should intervene, that's corruption. American president cannot give directive to the FBI. It's not done. So this is just a distraction. It's a pity. This is how the politicians, I use the word politicians, this is how they give us something to get busy and we'll take our eye off the ball. If you look at the trend all over the nation now, all over Nigeria, all other platforms, it's 2023 that is the topic. Me, I have a problem with that. The mandate we gave to those in office today, how are we checkmating them? The budget they passed the previous year, the execution, how many percent was executed? We are not throwing questions at these people. We are not attacking them. We are not putting them on their toes. They keep giving us something to keep us busy, and we take our eye off the ball. Like I keep saying, tomorrow is in the hands of God. I'm not happy discussing about the future. Those in government today, what are they doing with taxpayers' money that is coming to their coffers? Fake federal allocation that comes to them every 30 days. That should be our focus. We are citizens. Okorocha, EFCC. Okorocha said that he has gotten court judgment in his favor. And a 500 million, I mean 500,000 that was awarded to him against the EFCC. That is what it took to BUHARI to show BUHARI. BUHARI has no right to call EFCC to order and say, okay, leave the man. No. Then EFCC, the young man that was just put there now, after Magu was dropped, and there's I have another problem with this. With all the allegations against Magu, that matter is gradually dying in national debt. No information. Is Magu in jail? Has he been reinstated? What is happening to him? He just went like that. Baba Shalawan, that's the same way. He resigned. He went underground. We are not hearing about them. So that is why some people don't believe and have trust on the EFCC. They think those in government are using them to attack their political opponents. And this case that we are handling right now, if it's not being handled well, in the shortest possible time, now people will start having sympathy for Okorocha. They will think it's because it's from the minorities from the East, because he have thrown up himself for the presidential seat or position. That is why he's being targeted. EFCC, they are not stupid. If they have vital information and evidence that this man is really guilty of this allegation of fraud of 2.9 billion, why come to tell me on media or online? Go to the court, take him to court. Let the court so pronounce.
Exactly.
Oh, I see this like a media trial. It's making me sick. Let me stop there for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, the good comrade. I appreciate you so much. We're going to come back to Mr. Mori. Mr. Mori, you can hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I think muted.
Yes, I can hear you. Unmute yourself again. You muted yourself. You are good. You are good now. Just press it once. Once. Yes, it's fine. We cannot hear you.
I'm muted here. I don't if like it's.
We can hear you now. We can hear you now. Don't press it anymore.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, my beloved brother Elvis, my co-panelists, and our viewers all over the globe. I wish you all a pleasant weekend. For me, you know, I'll be like advice on the Wabagwe for this platform. You know, this is our advice. So we should all dial in their war. This is an election year. You expect more drama. This is just the beginning. A lot of drama will come up. So I think our advice, my own little way, you know, let's concentrate our effort, our time, our precious time on things that will unite us as a people against these our rulers and these evil criminals we call our rulers. You know, between now, we already say the time is too short. We should start galvanizing, start strategizing, start coordinating things that will unite us as a people, the way to conscientize our people, so you spread the message. They are all the same. They know what they are doing. you know, the original, since you have brought up the topic, I just want to throw one or two things, you know, say one or two, I mean, a few things about them. But this is an election year, like I said, let's not die in their war. They know what they are doing. They're all birds of the same feather. Expect more drama. The original brain behind the creation of EFCC was a good one. But you, from Obasanjo till now, it has always been a political weapon, you know, against a political opponent. But that is not to say even the people they are hunting, they are clean. There is a saying in law that he who wants equity must come with a clean hands. Their hands are not clean. They all have baggages. That he has been, one case has been resolved does not make him clean. You know, they must have one or two things against him. They know, you know. So, like I said, these are not the issues we should concentrate right now about this one said these are not, see, they know what they are doing. This is a reflection of the systemic failure in the Amagan called Nigeria. You're having a case with EFCC, you are running to the president. This is a reflection, this is just a symptom of the problem we have. We have strong individuals instead of strong institutions. If you have a case in court, court has decided, the decision of the court has not been obeyed. You go back to the court and let them know, not going back to the president. And like a lot of people said among my panelists already, among my co-panelists already, issues of separation of power. The power in the hands of presidency in Nigeria, you know, you can't find it elsewhere in the world. The Nigerian president is too powerful. A lot of powers are concentrated on the center. This is the problem we have. Instead of, you know, strong institution, we have strong individuals. This is why we are not making progress. We are not building institutions. Let me know. I don't want us to dwell on this. You know, let's just brush this one aside and move on and concentrate on those things that will unite our people, conscientize our people. Because, like I always say, no nation can rise above the mental capacity and political consciousness of its people. Let's continue to talk to our people about how to counter them. They know where they are going. They know what they are doing. You can imagine if the president coming out to say the president that will succeed, he doesn't want to relieve him in there. They will eliminate him, which means he's already choosing somebody for us. So we should be doing the people's parliament, the people's convention, as they are doing their maneuvering, so that we can counter them. This is what concerns me for. And I don't want to dwell in their, I don't want to dwell in their word. They are the same. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Murray. Once again, I appreciate you. We are going to hear from Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, good evening to you once again, sir.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Talk to us. Sir.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Naija Watch. Good evening, brothers and sisters on the comment section. Number one, I would like to start from the EFCC. I think EFCC is becoming a nuisance nowadays. You know, they come out with different kind of series of accusations on a particular person. You don't see the cases; they don't even reach anywhere. And the judges, the cases read the courts. The judges look at the case. They say we don't see anything here. You know, at the end of the day, they dismiss the case. So each time like this, the EFCC always come out to say, "Hey, you are accused of this. You have been accused of this. You have been accused of that." You see the case of this Rochas Okorocha. Are you people hearing me?
Yes,
are you people hearing me?
Yes, okay. Very clear.
Okay. You see the case of Okorocha. They said it was 8 billion. Later, they reduced it to 2 billion. Now, which one is the truth? Is it the 8 billion or the 2 billion? So why do they say 8 billion before? And now they are not saying 2 billion. I don't get it. Now, I want to talk about the court. Now, the court, in courts, if a case reach court and you pronounce judgment that this is what we feel, then when you pronounce it and nobody respects your judgment, there is always a judge that is responsible for a particular case. You have to resign. If nobody respects your judgment, resign. That's what we see in other countries. If the president does not respect you and nobody respects your pronouncement or your words, you have to resign your position. But in Nigeria, we don't see that. All right. Every day, everybody we are complaining. Hey, they don't respect my decision. They no. Like like brother Nest said before. He said there's separation of power. What do we understand by the separation of powers? The executive, the legislature, and the what they call the judiciary. All they have their powers. Then who's supposed to have the final word? Is the judiciary. So if you say this is what is happening and this is what we have said, it has to be respected by everybody. I don't care whether you are a president or whatever you are. You have to respect that's where the rule of law begins. If we don't respect our judges, we don't respect what the court said in Nigeria. It means everything we have failed in everywhere. We have failed. So, in my own opinion, I feel that if you are a judge and you dictate a kind of judgment on a particular case and nobody respects you, you have to resign. So that should be a message to everyone that this person is very serious. So that is what I'll say. That's what is failing in Nigeria. We don't even care. And then and some lack personality. They lack personality. All right. So that's what I see that is lacking there. And they talk about Rochas Okorocha because he's in Nigeria. He has the right to participate in any election. He has been we are not seeing a cogent reason. We are not seeing proof to say the man has been accused of this, the man has been accused of that. We are not seeing any judgments against him. We are not seeing any sentence. So I don't see any reason the man should not participate in any election because he has the right. I think the EFCC should go and sleep. They are becoming nuisance. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. We'll be coming back to you again. Let's talk to Prince Collins in the building. Prince Collins, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much. I'm just coming in. I just want to get ready. Please, can you give me 10 minutes? Let another person come in. I'll just listen. I'm sorry.
Thank you. All right. I would rather we go to Akim. Akim is in the building. My brother Akim, how are you doing today? Good evening to you. Happy weekend.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good evening to you, Nigeria Watch. Good evening to the panelists and good evening to the viewers. Happy weekend to you. Listen, I've been watching the program since, and I've listened to everybody's submission. The way I see it, I think this is a problem coming from the Imo State Governor Opus Odiman. Though don't forget, not long ago, Uche Wosu, the son-in-law to Rochas Okorocha, was arrested inside the church when he was doing his mom's funeral, right? With armed policemen. I won't even call it arrest. I'll probably say that he was kidnapped from inside the church. And this order came from the central in Abuja. The IG was aware of it, and I think this is the reason why Okorocha is actually asking the president to call EFCC to order, because he knows that they are using the EFCC to witch hunt him, and which, if you ask me, I think he is right. At the end of the day, Okorocha left office how long ago? So why do you now realize that all of a sudden he has a 2.9 billion or how many billion fraud case against him? So for me, I think this is one of the things I've been canvassing for, or let's say campaigning for, whereby you have institutions that are being controlled by individuals instead of those institutions to have their own set of principles that guides their activities. So, but what we have in Nigeria now is that whoever is in power is in control of EFCC, is in control of the court of, is it the CCT they call it, or Court of Criminal Bureau, is in charge of the police, is in charge of the army. It doesn't make sense, you know. We cannot run ICPC. We cannot run a country like that. It doesn't work. Look at other clans where things are things are run properly. All these institutions, even though the president have the power to appoint the head of the institution, but the institution in its own still have its independence. Look at what happened to Donald Trump as a president. He was being investigated while he was in office by FBI. Even though he was able to use his power to remove the head of the FBI at the time, he still did not stop the investigation going on. Look at what happened to Jacob Zuma in South Africa. Jacob Zuma, even though Jacob Zuma party is still in power today, but Jacob Zuma was still tried and prosecuted. Look at what happened to Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel. The man was still the prime minister of Israel when he was investigated and charged to court. So until we get to that stage whereby institution, we begin to have strong institutions instead of strong leaders, because at the end of the day, this problem will not stop. If Rochas Okorocha have issues, I have no problem with that. But you can clearly see that this is witch hunting. It doesn't make sense, and we cannot run a country like this, because at the end of the day, these are rich people, okay? Just imagine if they come to you, the ordinary man, and they do it to a lot of average Nigerians. There are a lot of Nigerians languishing in Nigerian prisons today, but they haven't committed any crime just because they don't have anybody to come and bail them out of the pay for their bails. They are there for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So we cannot have a society that is run this way. We have to advocate for strong institutions so that things like this will be a thing of the past in our society. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Mr. Akim, I will come to you again on this. I just want to quickly make sure that everybody participates on this first participation, then we'll move on. Okay, then let's talk to Destiny. We have Destiny here. Destiny, can you hear me? Destiny, are you there? Okay,
yes, sir.
we have okay, good evening to you, Destiny. Thanks for joining us. Where are you joining us from?
From Germany, sir.
From Germany. Okay, your network is not very pleasing. Hello. But have you been watching us from beginning? Do you understand
Hello.
what we're talking about? I'm hearing you. Okay, we're already struggling with
this. My network or their own network? I don't really know.
Yeah, but we can hear you. But
I've been watching you guys for a very long time. You know?
Okay, talk to us. Go ahead. What is your take on this topic today?
My own take in Okorocha is that the issue is that not that, and all the old rich men in Nigeria, I did not see anyone that is free with crime. Just like we don't have the institution that will put them in order. And the bigger part of our problem is we, the masses, that follow all these people. Because we don't put them in the right position, because they make us to become very, very poor, extraordinary poor, so that we cannot even have control of our own. We don't have any say, whatever we want. It's only when they say something, we just accept it, whether it's wrong or bad. If you look, if somebody like us now, we the masses, the ordinary person, if we see, if you, maybe someone here just come out and said, maybe I'm in government, said Destiny is a thief, because this is also something. Mostly the big media in Nigeria, you know, they don't have independence. And when others media did not say something, it's hard for ordinary person to believe what you see on social media or any of that. And that thing that you see on social media is the truth. Sometimes, just like the big media, they don't have that power on their own to always put things on because of the tax and everything that they will tax them. So when ordinary person like us now say this person is a thief, we as a ordinary person will start saying, no, are you there? Did you see him doing it? That man is a good, because he thief. When he thief 1 million and come and share 100,000 to maybe 20 people in that community, you see that those people, they will suppress maybe 5 or few that was trying to make sense out of those people. It's only when we try to make sure that talk to our people, our friends, our brothers, that this thing that these people is giving us is out of our sweat. They are just taking just an inch out of it and give to us. So we must know and give that orientation to each other. That's the only way we can make things possible. Just look at what happened in Edo State, isn't Dave yesterday or day for yesterday? Because rich man was involved, rich man's daughter or son, I don't know, but because rich man's person was involved in kidnapper, we now know that we have army, we have everything. They go inside the bush and fight, but they have been kidnapping ordinary people every day, day and night there. So we don't have army before. It's when they kidnap important person, according to them, they now realize that we have army that can go inside the forest and hunt out the kidnappers. So it's only when we, as the ordinary person, start speaking up, that's the only way we can help ourselves. Not that, mostly with the youth, not even our moms, because with the youth, we can even convince our mom to do what we want. But with the youth, immediately we start our problem. We'll be fighting each other in any angle because of these people. And they are not helping us, and they are not ready to help us. And the worst part of it, they will not bring religion into it. The case is finished. When they just bring religion, they bring tribalism. If you look at the National Assembly, we have all the tribe there, but they always come together when they are thieving, sharing the looting and everything. According to Fela say, if you call them loot, you are president. If you call them, what they all have that name, I forgot. But when you call him thief, his son or daughter will be ashamed of his father. That's why they now bring some kind of English that they confuse everybody. They, thief. They're always afraid of that thief. So it's only when we start calling them that thief, I believe they will start changing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time with us. Let's see if we can talk to Prince Collis now if he's free. Prince Collis, are you right now?
Yeah. Thank you very much for this. All my panelists. I greet you all. All my panelists. Can you hear me?
No, I have to remove him for I want him to come back. That was not very good. All right. There's a phone number right there. Everybody can call in today. I'm going to be taking
You have Alex on the background, moderator. Alex is there.
Alex? No, Alex is not here. No, he's not here now. Yeah, we lost Alex. He's not back.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yes, we will have him back soon, but he's not currently here. All right, thank you very much, everyone, my people. Let's listen. Should we still continue with Rochas, or we should move on to Edo State?
Okay, let's do away with Rochas. Yeah, all best of the same leader. It's not
let's go. Let's talk about
Edo
the Sawmill.
Let's talk about Edo State.
Operators in Edo State.
Okay, what do you want us to talk about, sir?
Sawmill operators in Edo State, because it's affecting a lot of families, hundreds of thousands of families.
What's happening?
I've
not read about it.
There was a protest in Benin today about the Sawmill operators. That they've closed the bush for more than 6 months, and there's allegation that the governor has contracted a private Chinese firm to be going to fell wood in the bush, while the citizens have been banned from felling wood. So those are pressing issues we're talking about, not Okorocha.
Yes, we already streamed live that today, the protest and all. So I don't know if other panelists want us to deliberate on that. I wanted us to talk more about Governor Obaseki's achievement and play some other videos, what other governors are also saying about their own achievements. So what do you guys think about this? Just 10 seconds response. Okay, Brother Nice, go ahead. What's your take? Should we move to that or talk about Nigeria continuously?
Let's talk about Edo State.
Okay, all right, good. And Leftist Etoya, what's your take?
I'll go with Nice.
Okay, thank you. The good comrade?
100% support.
Mr. Mori?
Yeah, I'm in support of anything that will move Edo or Nigeria forward. So while we are on this, the issue raised by the good comrade can also come within this ambit of Edo State. We can handle like 4 or 5 topics at the same time. We'll be brief about them and we'll hammer on the salient points so that we can save time for and achieve more. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's see. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, what's your take on this?
Yeah, I think we should focus on what is happening in Edo State for now.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Hakim, are you there with us? What's your take?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, for me, I think you are the moderator, so whatever you decide, we can go with. I don't have issues with that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Destiny, can you hear me? All right. Okay, Mr. Destiny, we still have an issue with him. But although we have a caller right here, let me talk to this caller first. Good evening to you, sir. Mr. Pius, talk to us. How are you doing today?
Hello, friends. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
In the house, to greet my brothers and sisters. As we're talking about Okorocha things,
Yeah.
you know what is going on in Nigeria, sir?
Yeah.
It's just like as all those panelists that are working with you, you know many of your workers. You understand? Whatever anytime maybe they're in trouble with their power, you then call for your help. You will try to help them. Because maybe they know one or two secrets about you. You don't want it to leak. You will help them.
Yeah.
That is what is in Nigeria. The only person that I see in that Nigeria, someone I know of my own, that is not corrupt. He shout every time. They should anybody know where it's corrupt, they should bring it out. It's a more show. That's why you see that guy, he can talk to anybody, he can insult any government president, the whole of them. Because that's why that guy don't want to take any post from any government. But it's no good like that. The only something I want that guy to do, he should join there. As good comrade said that time, he should enter. Well, if he enter, he will find one way to expose them more. Even though it is House of Assembly, House of Senate, that is what he had to do. It's not more. For that country, I would say, for those politicians, I'm not a bad politician because Nigeria, which I know you are not corrupt. I know you are not correct. But it's only the person I see for those politicians that is not corrupt. It's only that guy. Don't look them, they kiss them, the whole of them. They keep their mouth shut. They don't fight for the masses. They don't come out to do anything after that election. They don't talk. They don't anything because they eat with the government. They die with the devil. That's what is just happening in that Nigeria. There's nobody that will come out a president in this our country that Nigeria will not be corrupt. It's only if we really have president that is 30 over 100, 30% over 100 for president, maybe we try to manage anything. We just go to enter that by a power that the cabals will not control. There's no.
I lost you there. What did you say?
Yeah, I said you asked one question before. It's only one brother that answer you. Anytime I did see you live, I miss you every day. It's only you I will watch. I don't watch another. Even though sometimes if I see you on live, maybe I'm just coming from work. I would like to follow you till maybe later part I will be sleep.
Thank you,
when
sir.
I wake up from sleep, sometimes I will see you after your program. We will watch it again. So then you are working. See, one other people that they are showing that this thing on Facebook and they are always showing no sense. I just say,
Thank you,
for people, I'm talking for two people.
Yeah.
But for your own, I already miss you. So thank you very much. May God bless you.
I appreciate it.
Edo State. I'm still here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. All right. I like that. Before we move on to Edo State, finally, we have Victor in the building. I would like Victor to talk to us for at least 2 or 3 minutes. Mr. Victor, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing today?
Yeah, fine. Thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, fellow panelists. Happy new month.
Thank you.
And I just want to quickly give my 2 cents regarding this whole issue of corruption and the fraud in government or what have you. You see, now we are, as Nigerians, everyone is agitating for the next election, 2023 presidential election.
Yeah.
But as we are all agitating, as youths, as young people, I want us to have one thing at the back of our mind. Nigeria, in terms of the presidency or whatever, it's not about one individual. You understand? No individual that is parading themselves now like Tinubu, Oshumbajo, Mogalu, or what have you. No one person can save Nigeria. It's not possible. You understand? I think now we have a topic of talking about corruption. You see, corruption is something that is part of the system. It's a systemic issue. It's not an issue of one person. What we should be advocating is how can we improve our systems, processes, and procedures that will allow people, that will be very tight, so that people cannot be corrupt in government. Because the system allows it. That is why people are corrupt. If we have systems and procedures in place, that make it difficult for corruption to thrive, I think it will be less. You understand? So my own is that as we are thinking of electing new leaders in 2023, we should have at the back of our mind that our problem in Nigeria is beyond individual person that come and sit on the position. We have a systemic problem. Until we address the problem, the systems in place in Nigeria, no matter who we're voting, you understand, it will still be the same because we don't have strong institutions, because politicians come and go, government come and go, but the engine, the systems that support government are not working. So for now, let me rest for now, and let's allow you to continue. But I just want to give that, background of my introduction into the discussion. So let me relax for now and let you continue.
Thank you very much, Brother Victor.
Please, can I say something, please?
Yes, go ahead. Is that Brother Nice?
No, Destiny.
Who's that?
Destiny.
Hello, we can't hear you. Your network is not good.
Destiny.
Okay, Destiny, go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah, that brother that just finished speaking right now, I just want to let him know that when BUHARI entered the first time, everybody coordinate itself because they believe that BUHARI is going to do something. It's after like 3 months and 4 months, they see that this system is just like before. That's when you see people from PDP was not coming to APC. All nonsense now start coming up. It's system, yes, but the person that is coming to that office must put his foot on the ground. That is the only way. Because when BUHARI entered, everybody coordinated in him or herself for some minute. They believe, and there was in every action that man is going to do something. So individual matter somehow before the institution. Thank you.
All right.
Naja Wash.
Can I add to that, please?
Naja Wash.
Okay. Hold
Yes,
on.
Nice.
Brother Nice, go ahead.
Yeah. I want to move to Edo State. I don't have anything to do with Rochas Okorocha and all that. So
okay.
I want to ask the panelists a question. Out of all the states in Nigeria, why is it that Edo State is backward in development? What is the problem? Is it because it's an ancient city? That is the question. I want to ask that question first before I proceed on my discussion.
No, the question has been asked. Then we answer you later. Then proceed.
Okay. Yeah. Because if I look at the development in Port Harcourt, it's the same governor that we have in Edo State, we have in Port Harcourt. It's the same governor we have in Lagos. We have in the same governor in Lagos as well. Look at what the Lagos governor is doing in Lagos, creating metropole, roads, new road, constructing bridge. Their new red lane, red train, and the blue train that is coming. So why don't those kind of things happen in Edo State? Why is it that those people are advancing in their development in other states? Edo State is still the same way, the way it is before in the ancient time. We are not advancing. If a governor just put a glove on the street, they will say this is development. If he patch a street that was there for about a century, they will say this is development. Why are we not doing the same thing that they are doing in Port Harcourt and in Lagos State as well? I want to hold it there for now. I want them to respond to the question.
Can I come in, please, Mr. Najawash?
Okay, yes, talk to us. No, before you, hold on. Mr. Mori, you wanted to say something. Mr. Mori, you talk to us first. 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, I want to make it very brief so that we don't waste too much time on that. You know, he raised a very sensitive issue. Yeah, the governors are the same, but the economies are different. I give you a vivid example. I'm not saying the development. I'm not saying the development pace in Edo is what we need. We asking for more, but to give a very brief answer to that one, governors are the same, but the economies are different. I give you a vivid example. For example, Lagos, the economy of Lagos is better, stronger than some African countries, a whole country put together. So Port Harcourt, what Port Harcourt is getting from statutory allocation every month alone is enough to take care of some African countries. So the economy is different. So you cannot give what you don't have. They said, "Nimo that Bernard in law." You cannot give what you don't have. So that is not to say that the governors are doing enough. Thank you very much.
Brother, I will ask if the rest people, if they agree with what you just said.
No, don't worry. It's okay. Thank you, brother. Nice. You've asked your questions. Don't worry. Let people answer it. Mr. Akim, go ahead, talk to us.
Thank you very much. Brother Nice, you asked a question. So me too, I'm going to use your question and I'm going to ask you a question. You said among all the states in Nigeria, Edo State is the most backward. Have you visited every single state in Nigeria? That is first of all, first question. Then secondly, you use Edo State, you use River State and Lagos State as example. If Lagos State is a country, if Lagos State is a country, Lagos State will have the number 5 largest economy in Africa, not in West Africa. If it will be the 5th largest economy in Africa. So to use Lagos to compare those, I think that one is just being economical with reality. Then you talk about River State. I think we have to be careful sometimes when we make comparison. You need to, it's just like you now. If I give you 100 naira, then I give maybe I give Najawash 1,000 naira. Then will I be expecting the same productivity from both of you? That is not right. That is not real, because what you give to Najawash is far greater than what I give to you. So for me to now come to you and say, okay, look at what Najawash did with his money. Look at what you are doing. Why can't you do like Najawash? When I gave Najawash 1,000 and I gave you 100, why is it that when you guys make comparison, you don't take all of those things into consideration? I've never heard you people talk one day and use Ondo State to make comparison with Edo State. I never hear you people look at states that are in the same economic bracket as Edo State and use them to make comparison. Let me even give you an example. The River State that you are talking about now. A Punch magazine did an investigation between 2015 and 2018. The number of out-of-school children. The states that were receiving the highest federal allocation, Akwa Ibom State and River State, both of them, they were among the worst performing states when it comes to out-of-school children. Why the states that were receiving the lowest amount of revenue were among the states that were doing better. Sometimes it's not all about, it's about good policies. And you can see good policies in Edo State. Within 2015 and 2018, Akwa Ibom State received 606 billion naira in 3 years from federal allocation only. I'm not talking about internally generated, I'm talking about only FAC. That same period, River State received 590 something billion. Do you know how much Edo State got in that same period? 180 billion, brother. So how do you make comparison like that? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Akim. Thank you very much for your time as well. To be honest, we're already on Edo State topic right now. With the question that Brother Nice passed to you guys all, if I have to ask everyone to start deliberating on this, we might use another 30 minutes. I think 2 persons have already responded to that. I think that is fine for now. But let's just move on. We might come back to that again. But now let's talk about the protest that happened today over the plight of the sawmillers. So I'd like to play this video for some of our people again. We're going to play this for the next 5 or 10 minutes. I want some people to get it right before we deliberate on this. And I'll be starting from the good comrade straight away after this video. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Please, I would like you all to listen to this video. Thank you.
What is watching you people now? My chairman is very far from here. My chairman is very far from here. Let me just call him. Oh, yeah, call him. My chairman is far from here. 45 months to 6 months now, our children are hungry and so no work. The close push for weed in the indigene of Edo State. The open forest for Chinese, they cut our wood. Up till now we 4 times 4+4. After then, all our children are hungry. Our workers are here, drivers are here, Sawmill workers are here. We, the Timber Lorry Owner Association, we are still here to make it to understand that people are hungry. Our children are hungry. We are unable to pay our school fees of our children. So if you please open this bush for us, so that we can take care of our family in this state. So thank you. Okay. Bros, talk to me.
Yes.
Your name?
My name is Enoge Osaiko.
Why are you people here?
So where we are here is that this is the time for us to beg this man, Obaseki, our governor, to open this bush for us. Because for the past 7 months now, we have been at home doing nothing. We don't have money. We don't have another work. We didn't learn another work. This is the only work we have to work. So I am a driver. So please, we are begging for him to open this bush for each all of us. Then our wife, our children, they are all at home. Our children cannot be able to go to school. No more money to sponsor them. Our wife, they are all complaining. Many of our workers, they are all wives and run away from them. So the government should please open this bush for us. Please, we are begging. For the past 7 months now, we are begging. So please to open this bush for us. Please. Thank you.
Okay. Where is your chairman?
This is Vice. The comrade governor, I beg you. I appreciate for your good work, but I beg you, we are hungry.
What is the name of this association?
This is Timber Lorry Drivers and Loaders Association of Nigeria.
Okay, why are you people here, sir?
We are here for apology, for it to release work for we. We are begging for.
All right, my people, we are going to continue from there. But before that, I would like to add this to it. As you can hear from our people right there, someone is already calling. Please just hold on for a minute. I will be picking up the call soon. As you can hear from our people right there, like I've always said before, when these people want to communicate with the governor, they are scared. Their primary plight, their primary worries, they are always scared to put it straight to the government. Do you know why? Because of the things that have been going on since the creation of Nigeria. When you talk to this government, one way or the other, they'll counter you and frustrate you. Now, Governor Obaseki has shut down the Sawmill and removed food from the mouth of so many people. Before that, I would like us to talk to our brother Leftist Amausa to take us through on this because he was the one that actually covered this today. Leftist, good evening to you, my brother. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. How's the family, sir?
Yeah, we are very good. We are very good. Yes, we are live. We are live.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. I want you to take us through in 3 minutes the plight of the people on the protest today, and tell us what do you cover, what do you think about the protest. I know people all over the world are listening to you now.
Okay. What really happened is that those people you saw here today are various branches of timber dealer.
Yeah.
They come across all over with their various leadership. Those who are the drivers, who are driving their agbegi, as call them, the ones that are selling the wood, the one that goes to the forest proper. They said that for 8 months, the Edo State government seal up the bush, preventing them from doing their normal business by sawing wood and all those kind of stuff. But they said they were also surprised that the bush was filled by the state government. Chinese people were not allowed to go to the bush to go and log the logging woods. So they now said it became something strange to them that they are Nigerian individuals. Why would their state government prevent them from going to the bush and allow foreigners to take over the bush? They try to meet with the government and it has no effect, their meeting. So they decided that today they must eat the street. And that's why they came out. They say because school has resumed, expenses have gone up. Most of them said their children are at home. Some said their wives have also left them. So various complaints. That was the issue.
Okay. All right. Before I let you go, I would also like to ask, why did Governor Obaseki or Edo State government shut down the bush?
According to some of the representatives today who addressed those protesters today, was saying that government is doing it for the interest of everybody, that there's no more trade in the bush. Honestly, those people have been very greedy over years. They've been logging wood, yes. Would not be in this town who have big money from wood logging. They never planted any tree. But as they said, the government is doing that so they can plant trees and all. Even not talking, they don't have issue with that. The government is telling them that they have also been given an obligation to be planting trees. You look at the interview when the one man was telling government the number of trees they have planted on their own. But the issue they have now is that if government is filling up, is good. But shouldn't allow foreigners to go and be returning to go and be logging wood. And the individuals are not allowed to also do the same business as foreigners are getting protection. So those are the things.
All right.
They say government, according to the market, government is cooking on something, is trying to protect the wood, trying to also plant some wood.
And foreigners are not taking the same wood.
Foreigners are logging it, but they say they will know that they are aware. Because they can't go to the bush without the government not being aware.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. If there's any reason, I'll call you back. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. That is our representative there in Edo State. Leftist Amau Sagbinoma here. He was the one that covered these whole scenes today. You know, Unayeram, Governor Obaseki locked this place up for the past 6 months, or rather 8 months. We are going to hear from these people. But my concern here, I also like the fact that our representative mentioned that these people, the same, these protesters, they've been greedy for this for so long. So for me, if Governor Obaseki locked them out because he wanted to plant more trees and all that, you know, without not allowing other foreigners to be going there like Chinese people or whatever, like they claimed, that would have been fine. But now you lock them out by telling them that you want to plant more trees. Now, allegedly, Chinese people are now there doing the job they used to do. That's what I've not confirmed yet. So because of that, I would like you all to listen more to the protesters, hear what they want to say here. Thank you.
7 months ago, we don't have job, we don't have work, nothing. Please, we beg you, sir, Mr. Comrade, Obaseki, Godwin, open bush for we, sir. We are begging, not by force. I beg you, sir. Give us work. Our children, we don't have, our children run away. Our wives are run away. No money to use, nothing left to eat. We are begging you, sir. We don't tire for us. We are stuck. We don't have money, we don't have work. My wife has run away. My wife has run away. My wife
Hello. Yeah, good day. I'm a consultant chairman to the union. Edo State Tipper Lorry Drivers and Others Association. For past 5 months now, roughly 7 months now, yes, we have not been working. We are not trying to use force or power, but this thing has happened like this. We are begging him because this is our job. It's a type of job. We are doing this job. We did go to school. This is the only avenue that we can want to make money to feed our family. Most of us have 2 wives, 30 children, and we are paying for house rent. Now the work has been closed down for many months now. What are we doing today now? Many of us now, because of what is happening now, many of us are doing all that sort of thing.
I beg, make una know your verse. This man saying get 2 wives. I don't understand how that one take concern this matter with this. So, Oga, if you have 2 wives, that is your personal responsibility. But I know your verse because this one I love you hide them. He said I have 2 wives. You know, no money to look after them. Wahala, not foolish for Nigeria. Okay, let's move on.
Reality was not supposed to happen. So please, we are here to appeal to him. We are begging him in the name of God. We vote for him 4+4. Ogbane, if you are not complete again, I beg, we are begging him to give us the chance. Please.
Carry back for inside, Mosi. Carry back for inside. Carry back for inside.
Now, all my area. No, that on pay you have a premium. More than 6 months now. 7 months. 7 months. Let me just say 7 months now. Now on the premium. My yaru so no go to do well. No you pay you go down. No, my can why you have a pay more. Lula, look your animal. More on the more. On the more you to have on the premium. Lula, I'm not to pay. No way. I'm not to pay. Lula, look your animal. Mama make it down with her. Honor your body, my way, the mother in here. Lula will go because I don't know what to do. I have Lula, my can walk with my little.
Come on, but no person here. I don't pay. Everywhere, I went up back. You're back. Okay, hang it up. I can't with you. I'm my own. I can't with you. I'm my own. Don't you want to be my the Bible says, "I do not go to my phone when my land here where I go where my prayer the other not you on the back. I go give my life where 4+4 I bet my back no la o be do iki no la go because you even my game na la go
I beg you, it's me Obaseki. I beg you, we dey na tipa work and dey go and not get another work. I was late, I say God beg you. We vote for you as a PDP. All of us from the APC to PDP, we vote for you. You enter. Yes. Now, your turn on how you do so. We know you are for you. Are very open for us. So I beg you, we dey argue. And now you, our governor, now we know. I beg you. Wait till Mr. Governor, we thank you very much because the truth of the matter is that the way things are going bad for we. Mostly we, the Agbogi workers. We try to fight for you to be somebody. To make us say you lead us. But at the end, we are crying. For good 7 months now, you have abandoned our job. And now we are crying. No feeding, no wife, no children again. Because why we have been school fees? Why? Because there's no job. So, please, Governor, we plead you, we beg you, try your own best. Hear our cry because now we are hungry. There is no insurance to school fees, no way again. And you know, as
no, not vessel. I would like make a shoot mark for this one small. Normally, I felt to can just say when things they happen for our Edo State, especially to our Edo State people, especially because they happen for all Nigeria, I'll not get me wrong, but especially to our Edo State people. Why be seen as also beg that they beg government? Why? Did you supposed to beg your government when you're fighting for your rights? I don't know, because for me, all my life in the United Kingdom, I've never begged United Kingdom government, especially when I know it's my right. So I don't know why Nigerian government won't be like that. And to start from, if Governor Obaseki lock up the bush for 1 or 2 reasons to develop those states, that's fine. I'm not disputing that. But all these people, before you do that, you're supposed to create alternative. And if I'm not mistaken, Governor Obaseki promised to give those state people 200,000 jobs. I believe Akim will answer that later. Governor Akim might have more details on that if Governor Obaseki managed to create that 200,000 jobs. Before you locked up the bush, you're supposed to be able to say, okay, now this one I'm going to do first, as with the plant another one. Allegedly, as the contract can say, you lock up the bush, and at the end of the day, the Chinese people now can go give the contract. We can go they cut the wood and all these trees they go. And that one I mean no. But my main concern here, now be say, why did they beg Governor Obaseki whenever they talk, and all of them they shake for mouth if they talk to governor? Why? As long as you are not insulting this governor, why are you begging this governor? Why are you begging Nigerian government, for Christ's sake? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't believe that will also make any sense to anybody that lives abroad. We will continue to listen to these people.
How things are going in this country. So please, Obaseki, please, the leader, help us, try fight for us to be somebody.
So na children ever start school now?
No, brother. First of all, it don't happen to you. May you help us, Mr. Governor. Please, help us, sir. 4 plus 4. It's not bad for you. Make it bad for you. Make it bad for we, sir. Help us, sir.
Now live here now, we are not the go again. Okay. Now I'm gonna let me know me I did front.
Now hungry we go. We carry money for bank. We dey pay interest. We not the pay school fees. We not the pay hospital bill. We dey hungry. We now we voter in. The day when they voter in, I just said they beat me. We don't put our
my people, panelists, I know so now they jealous now. Never give them a time on a TikTok, make them no first. In fact, this particular part now, I know say they go to analyze all this one by myself. Now let me all day and I know the way I think they go better. I will try make I not do selfish. I will give them a time. I better not just hold on. Madam, I don't know what to be your name. You will they say you vote for Governor Obaseki 4 plus 4 talk bar and 10 plus 10 and 20 or bar. I don't know. But the truth of the matter be say tele. As my representative talking just now, and that one truth. Tele. Now they cut all the wood with this our bush. Now don't cut and finish. Now they use and take the enrich on ourselves. Me I know all those the time of God. Those are many all those akberus then. They don't they cut this thing tele. No government don't obstruct now. And I make me the verse now be say as Governor Obaseki be obstruct them so. If we create another alternative for the way to take the survive. During the time when we go take plant another wood for them as they talk. But this one say you can't lock them out, you can't give the position or the power to Chinese people. May they go to collect, but make our own people not go there again. That I may not understand. If you still make could look this matter, because the reason why they chook mouth like this, because I don't want to make anybody judge this matter in a biased way. I know say me not a truthful person, me be and nobody did this word, we they fear and respect. Now they give each other and now not truth. So to be honest, all these people, I don't know what they call them, timber, whatever. When they carry wood, wanna correct me, what they call them? What be their name? They say
timber magnets, Sawmillers Association.
No, Sawmill is too that word too big. Now maybe they find that local word.
Loaders and Drivers Association. They have drivers, they have loaders, those that follow the truck. Then we have sawmill owners, then we have sawmill operators. It's a long chain. Then we have converters. Those that come to
English. The good comrade, wait till be that name when we know the
Agbegi people, Agbegi driver.
Again, how are you talking? You know, timber.
It's a long chain. It's longer than that.
I know, but that is what he wants to hear.
Now, Begis, now me 1 year. I hear that word where not be small. Why the grow come? To be honest, my people, it's painful. It's very, very painful to see our people passing through this. At least the governor is supposed to create other alternative if you are trying to stop anything like this. And for me, as long as they not create second option for them, now let that area need first put. And I can see first, allegedly, now true say Chinese people see they go the same bush where they restrict our people from. They see they go to cut wood. And that one, now me go ask, say why it be say Governor Masaki can't do this one. But my people, I know so not patient. You guys are already running out of patience. I'm gonna give me another at least 3 minutes if we hear them. I know say our people on the comment section would like to see this video. The video is already on Naija Watch. All right, it's already there. Click on
Naija Watch. We don't tire for this video. It don't too long.
Yes, I know. Hold on. 3 minutes time. Una go analyze. Now me talking just now. I say you guys are already running out of patience. Don't say me don't know. I know. They're going to listen on another 3 minutes for more this our woman talk to us.
Our vacancy governor, open the bush for us. Now beg we take. We beg you. We beg you. With the heart.
Yes. Okay. Okay, no wahala.
See person where they cry, make the open bush for us, say they hungry. They ask you name, they say no need of name.
Because of what they go through in the States. Everybody is living in fear.
Hi, God. All right, let me come to the good comrade. The good comrade, I beg, talk to us for this matter. How you see him?
May God bless us all. I don't want to waste anybody's time. 2 things caught my attention.
I beg, sir, before you move
allegation.
on, Vivian Darose, please activate your time. Everybody is 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, my time starts now.
Yes.
Now, good evening, everybody. I will not waste time on this matter because I will just hit the points. There is something that caught my attention. There is a very serious allegation that the governor has closed bush for the past 6, 7, 8 months now. But allegedly, the players in the industry, because this is their job, this is what they do. They know what is happening there. They are saying right now that the same government has permitted the Chinese company, Chinese firm, to be going to the same bush to be felling wood, maybe for export or something. But they are the indigenous of the states. They are not allowed to access the forest. If the allegation is true, it is wicked and evil. Now, what is the policy of government? Like some of us said that they've been felling tree for years now. Yes, but government should give leadership. It's failure of governance because let me digress a little bit. If you see a road construction going on now, because of the volume of traffic of cars that ply that road, if the contractors are very smart, they will focus on the repair of one side first and still leave the other side so that motorists can still be accessing to and fro. So what am I trying to say? Government does not need to close down the bush or in the name of it wants to start planting tree. Can the tree grow in 4 years to get the size of a timber? Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Now, when this protest was going on, these people got to government house. They spent hours in the sun, nobody to address them. I took it upon myself. I called the SSG, Pastor Sadioge, and I gave him I made a passionate appeal. I said, sir, you cannot be, I said, my brother, you cannot be in government. And those citizens will cry to the government house because they want justice and nobody to address them. He now apologized to me and he now mandated somebody to come and address them. But I got the shocker of my life. I must say this so everybody will take note of this. I want people to listen to this. It was the Commissioner of Water Resources that came to address them. I was shedding tears. Why? Because it was like 30, 40 years ago that we experienced public tap. So it now dawned on me that, oh, in 2022, so we have Commissioner of Water Resources. What is his ministry doing? So you mean here himself, the permanent secretary of a ministry, and all the workers there, they've been defrauding the states, collecting salary, and some of them will retire and they will pension and they will still be earning money. Tell me one place in Benin where we have public tap, government public tap. Everybody has resorted to borrow. So this protest again has exposed the government further. Although this did not start from this administration, no. So that came up, and I was not really happy with that. The Commissioner of Water Resources was the one sent to address them. Where's the Commissioner of Agri? So I don't know when we say government have policies. That is why in the previous debate, I after criticizing, I laid down I posited some solutions and some suggestions that government need to be holding town hall meeting either quarterly or every month with the people so that people will get first-hand information. All this speculation.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Your time is up. Mr. Mori, please talk to us. 2 minutes. Unmute yourself, Mr. Mori, if you are there.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Mori, please talk to us. Go ahead.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know much about what is going on, but I don't want to shoot in the dark. But from what we just watched, I think while growing up back in the days, I used to know much about the nefarious activities of going on in this industry. You know, we are used to impunity a lot. So if anybody comes up with any regulation, it's strange to us. We are not used to laws. We used to do things our own way. I could remember then we used to have a forest guy. We call them forest guy. You see them chasing them in the bush. They don't want to pay tax. Yeah, and again, there used to be, I don't know what is obtainable now. Back in the days, we used to have what we call reserve, government reserve, forest reserve. You know, it's supposed to be regulated. But because laws are not put in place, where the laws are not implemented, people do anything the way they like, they feel it's their right. You know, sometimes when you come up with regulations like this, it becomes strange. The only thing that is I'm not comfortable with why depriving the indigenous and allowing foreigners to do it. I don't even see how possible that one can be, because these same people, if you stop them in the day, do you know they can go to the bush in the night and cut down the trees?
They operate mostly in the night.
Yeah, they do it in the night. So these people now accusing Chinese, we have to be careful. It's an allegation. But I don't see our people being what they are
allowing foreigners in the forest, they will kick them. So I'm surprised, but I'm not saying we should deny them of their means of livelihood. You know, it's a very bad thing. But I know in the midst of this allegation, you know, there are things that are not real because I know them. They act, if you see the way they are worse than the Agberos you see in town. They are very deadly. They are very deadly. So I don't know what is going on. I don't know much about them, but we need to investigate more. But there is another thing I know. There is need what we call reforestation. You don't allow certain trees that have economic benefit to go into extinction. Government has to come with regulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moruyi. Thank you very much for your time. Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, are you there with us? Can you hear me? Okay, I think some people are right now.
Hello?
Are you, Mr. Johnson,
hello, do you hear me?
Yes,
I'm not
we hear
hearing
you. Come to Alex. I want Mr. Johnson Emmanuel to talk to us. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I guess you heard our people crying, they're begging the governor of Edo State to open for them to start working because they don't have money to look after their children, their two wives, and many, many more things. Now, I'm going to ask you, Mr. Johnson, what is your take, allegedly, that Governor Obaseki have locked out Edo people from the forest, but allow Chinese people to be doing the job?
Okay, thank you very much. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead. Your 2 minutes start now, sir. Only 2 minutes you have.
Okay, no problem. I will just debrief. I will just debrief. There's what they call deforestation, like Mr. Mori said. There's what they call deforestation and afforestation. Deforestation is when you just go to the bush and fell the bush for economic activities, all right, without control. The afforestation is trying to replace those wood that have been felled by any other person, whether they are operating legally or illegally. Okay, for so many years, those people have operated any way they like. We even have foreign guys. The foreign guys, they receive bribe and let those people do their business without no problem. No government have intervened so far for the past 30 years in Edo State. Now, I'm just coming. We are from there. I was one of them before now. We have forest in our village too. We know what is happening.
Confession. Yes,
I know what is happening. They bribe them. They bribe forest guys. We know forest guys. All right. So let me tell you, this the first time a government is coming out and say we have to stop this. This thing cannot just stop. Like it can't just continue like that. You know, there's a deforestation. There has to be control. Like Mr. Mori, you said, there are species of trees. We don't want them to just go like that. We have to replace them. So the government, they come out with a solution. They reason to get. You know, we don't find out information. We don't even bother to ask what is happening. We just feel pity for all those people and say, hey, they come up food for that table and so on and so forth. We know what is happening now. So the government said no, we have to do it in a correct form, in a way that is regularized. So they now invite a Chinese company. A contract was signed with a Chinese company to plant millions of trees in the next 10 years. So this Chinese company now, they have to recover their investment too. Do you know what it will cost to plant millions of trees in those places? So they were giving contracts for a particular time to be able to plant. So a kind of
to fair tree to pay themselves.
Yes, so to get their money back. No, wait, bros. At the explanation they come now. Small. Okay. I will
hand up in 10 seconds, sir. 10 seconds.
Okay. So that is basically what happened. So those people now, they are not used to a regular way of doing things. So everybody just go to the bush and fell anything they like. But now somebody is trying to put order to what is happening there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have Alex here. Alex, talk to us.
Yes, the studio is full, so I'm going to come in.
Okay, yes, I can see that. Yeah, we lost you earlier on. So
Yes, I was on board, but something came up. I had to attend to some issues.
okay, go ahead. We are hearing you. You can talk to us from here.
Please, I will talk about the video I watched today, but can I quickly say something about Okorocha and that video I watched for 1 minute, please?
But you have, because you have not actually contributed, you have 4 minutes. Both this and Okorocha. So if you waste your 4 minutes on this, you cannot continue. Why?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. As for me, Okorocha has been one of the prominent politicians in Nigeria, and for me, I see him as one of the most sugar-coated tongue criminals in politics in Nigeria. For me, because a man that's
allegedly.
A man, please, I don't want to be interrupted. Please. A man that allegedly on gunpoint, ask someone to declare him a winner of an election, deserve to be in jail right now. I will not be surprised if once the kidnapper shows up and says, I want to be the Nigerian president. That's where we are going now. Everybody will want to be the president because the system has not been able to capitalize this bunch of thieves who cannot declare their source of wealth. So for me, Okorocha, I know he knows something that we don't know about the man in Aso Rock. Because each time anything happens, he keeps boasting, I'm going to Aso Rock, I'm going to be BUHARI. He has been using that terminology. Whenever there is any crisis that has to do with him or his state, he's always boasting, I'm going to see. I know he contributed a lot of money to bring in this present government on board. But there is something that we know that Okorocha, that we don't know that man knows. His record has not been good. He wanted to make his son-in-law a governor. He created a ministry for his sister, and his daughter is in charge of a lot of things in government house. That's kind of a man. In his first tenure, I give it to him, was good, but some of the roads he tied. My dad visited Imo State during Okorocha. My dad is an old man. Hello, can you hear me?
All right, your time is almost up. You know.
My dad is an old man. When he visited Imo State, my dad said Okorocha is the worst criminal. All the roads are very tiny. Some of them are.
You have 30 seconds left.
Such a man is not fit to be our president. He's just a joker. So let me come to the video of today. If Obaseki, I'm number one critic of this present Edo State governor or government. For me, I'm not totally against him this period because of deforestation and all those things, illegal logging of falling of wood in the forest. All those wood dealers, they are very, very, very notorious in these things. I even bought wood from their hand. Wood was 1.3 million. After 6 months, it was rusty already. So they are criminals. I don't know what the governor, why he shut down the forest, but if it is to replant trees, I think it's a good one. But it should also notice that if Chinese are allowed to work and our people are shut out, that one is not, it's corruption. So for me, if the government wants trees to be planted, it means well. It's very, very good for the earth and for the future. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My people, before I come to more of you, I have more people trying to call in right now. Please, let's talk to more people here. Will just give me a few minutes. We have Madam Precious calling us right now. Madam Precious, good evening. Good evening to you, Madam. Thanks for calling us. We'd like to hear from a lady. So please talk to us. I know what I want for this people matter. The right word. Go ahead.
So these are people, bros. I remember why they called the call for Nigeria. That they even wicked past what they call now, full and yes, man. You ask me, say, why I talk on? Because when would they grow the corn, these people, they will use their agriculture motor, pass all the old farm, plant something, they will scatter all of them. All the old people along Ibekwe Road, Oriomo, because I'm from Oriomo village. Ibekwe, now village inside our village. Inside that, we get many plant trees. Where we say all these big timber full. Now that's that place how they find snake that time. All those people, they will enter all the old bush, cut all the old, they plant one single wood. If you read that forest now, no single wood there. They don't cut out finish. So one thing I believe about some of Edo people, sorry to use this word as Edo people, because yes, me myself, I be typical Edo. They like to, even the parents who think they like to collect, they don't like to plant. learn how to walk before we can eat. Those things will never stop in those states.
Thank you. Thank you, madam.
So that is my own opinion, sir.
No, I really love your opinion. Thank you. Now, God bless you. As I talked about before, many of us know, say, all these Agbegi people, many of them, many of them, they are very heartless. So we could all talk the truth. Although, they criticize Governor Obaseki every time, not me say we can't see truth, can't they bypass them. All these Agbegi people never post knife for anybody face at all in the history of Edo State. Although, as Governor Obaseki locked them out, it's supposed to create a second option for them, how they look after their second wives. And that one I know. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, your name, and where you are calling us from.
Yeah, my brother Elvis, this is Moiti. I'm calling from Dublin.
Thank you very much, sir. Go ahead, talk to us. 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I want to thank all the panelists present this evening deliberating on this issue. You see, it's hard time we start educating all this association. Now, they said they close the forest, but they're not to penetrate into the forest. Now, are they paying back? That is number one question. Are they paying tax? Are they organized? Do they have registered organization that government can approach? You see, now my second shock is, so with the trees the Chinese people are planting, do they bring it from China? So we don't have locals that the government can use to plant trees. And they say they're making a don't create again. How would they create job when you are using foreigner? Well, I'm saying this based on what the protesters are saying. Because I didn't see it with my eyes. Whether the Chinese people are really doing it, I don't know. And thirdly, before the governor will shut down the forest, I mean, they should have hold meeting with this association if they are really registered. Because government need to get money for Ministry of Agri to function. How will you be cutting trees illegally? Because I know these people very well when I was at home. All these Agri people, they are just like all these bunkers, all these oil bunkers. They smuggle woods. You know, now we used to have rangers, the forest guards. Then why government are not implementing all these things? That is the reason we're having all this problem. They are coming out now crying, and saying, are they paying tax? Must they be getting everything free? Even abroad that we are living, government control these things.
All right, thank you, sir.
You know?
Thank you, sir. Your 2 minutes is up. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Naija Watch, let me answer some of the questions you asked, please. Very important.
Okay.
Need to enlighten the people.
But the good comrade, you don't fair talk since I beg.
No, I want to, this caller, I want to answer. He asked some basic questions.
I know. Hold on, sir. We have.
If they are paying tax and all that.
Hold on, sir, please. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from. Mr. Joseph Sunday, please talk to us. You have 2 minutes.
Good evening to you. I greet all the panelists over there.
Thank you, sir.
For those that are contributed, I greet you and I respect your opinion. My own contribution is this. As others have already spoken about this issue, if the governor needs to stop these people, what is the alternative? That is number one. We are trying to stop the insecurity in those states. This is a way of creating another insecurity. That's number two. Number three of it, now you stop these people from going to the bush, and the foreigners are there cutting down the tree. I heard some panelists say they don't see how this is possible. It is very possible, and also others have made it possible by their own opinion that it is on contract that these Chinese people are allowed to go inside the bush to cut down the tree. And somebody also made a statement that if there is foreigner in the bush, they may be kidnapped. If it is true, it's not true. Because when they go to the bush, they go with security agents. That is it. They cannot just go to the bush alone. What I'm trying to say is this. If the governor is supposed to stop these people from going to the bush. It's supposed to be the government forest reserve area, not the whole bush. So for me, that is what I think, because the government is supposed to plant this tree in some designated places. Government cannot plant trees in all the forests in Edo State. They cannot. That is true. And if they have to plant trees, they have to be designated place that they have to plant these trees. That these people are supposed to be asked not to go to these territories.
Okay.
Not stopping them from the open bush.
20 seconds, sir. 20 seconds.
And for the fact that some persons have alleged that this is the only government that has stopped people from going to bush to fell down trees, it is not true. Oshomole time it happened. Oshomole time it happened. Even in village time it happened. They have been stopping people from going to bush, and they will still resolve issue and allow them going again. Let the governor look into this issue and resolve it and allow them to end their estimate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm taking the last call from phone, then I go back to my panelists. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Good evening. The name is Chris, and it comes from Dublin.
Okay, Chris, I beg, talk to us. Now, only 2 minutes you just get, and in fact, you don't already use 20 seconds for a side.
Okay, and may I quickly greet everybody for the panel there, and may I still greet you, Niger Wash.
Thank you.
My contribution for this Agbegi people matter is very simple. If our governor, if he's actually doing that for a proper regulation of forest management in the state, it's okay. There's no problem with that. But the major problem I see with Obaseki now is style. His style somehow, they carry people along always. Even if they do anything wrong or anything bad, nobody will really get the morality to take support. Okay, take for example, even if you want to stop indigenous people from going to the forest to fell those trees, so for the whole of those states now, we don't even get people we don't hear award those contracts to. Now we've been crying of colonialism since how many hundreds of years ago. Now the Chinese are doing exactly the same thing, and we are aiding them. Just like we sold ourselves to slavery and we kept blaming the white people. But this is not to justify slavery, but this is another form of slavery. So for the whole of those states now, we're not going to even get people who will manage that thing. We'll still be the Chinese. Waiting be the problem with Chinese. You know why you be nice, you go abroad before you get opportunities like this. How come we black people, we just turn ourselves to anything we like?
All right,
so
thank you.
It should be done properly. That's just my take.
Thank you. Your take is beautiful. Thank you very much. All right, now call us. I'll put that on hold. Let me come back to my panelists. Now, I want Mr. Akin to talk to us.
Yes, brother. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very clear. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Basically, the way I had some experience with this issue sometimes last year when I was doing some work back home. So I found out that the price of wood in Edo in Benin was like about 5 times higher than what you pay in places like Lagos and in places like Ondo and places like Kogi. So I started asking questions. I said, like, I thought Edo used to have a lot of bush where they cut trees and stuff like that. So why are the prices so expensive in Edo State? So that was when I was first made aware of this problem, that these people, they've cut all the wood in the forest in Edo State, that Edo does no longer have wood in the bush. You understand? They said most of the wood that they are now bringing are coming from Delta and Ondo State. That was the information I got at the time, So I didn't even know that it has got to this point whereby the governor and stop people from going to the bush. I never knew this was the case at the time. I was just based on my own personal experience when it comes to the price of wood. So I was making comparison with other states, how much it cost to buy them 2x2, 2x3, and 2x4. Basically, those wood you use to roof house in it. So I found out the price was a lot expensive in Edo than it is in other neighboring states. So, but having said that, I think you will still have to put this to failures of government over the years, because these things should not have got to this stage. They should, as they are bringing down these trees, there should have been proper government policies to make sure that there are always a replacement of these things. Because don't forget, we're just talking about the economical value, but we're not talking about the environmental challenges that it brings with it. Because those trees, a lot of people look at them and they see trees, but these things, they are very, very good when it comes to battling climate change and stuff like that, and so on the environmental issues. So I think the governor, in his wisdom, I think he has done the right thing, but I don't know about this one. They say they've contracted it to the Chinese people, and if that is the case, then it's a sad story. Because one thing I've noticed about our place is that even if you look at those contractors that are constructing road in Benin, you will find out that even they tell you that those companies are individually owned companies, but you find out that their top engineers are Lebanese. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So maybe it has come to that point whereby we don't have any expert anymore in our in our place that can handle these jobs for us anymore. Maybe that's why we've decided to start bringing in foreigners to come and work for us. Because for me, I think a lot have gone wrong with our society. So to start to fix it from now, I think we have to start doing a lot of work to put things right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, we go to Victor. Victor, please talk to us.
Yeah, well done by Nigeria Watch. Yeah, I watched the video and I saw most of the allegations that in government close the forest, but they're allowing Chinese to go there. But what I would before it is very difficult to give a very objective analysis of this, because we have not really heard the side of government on this issue. We only heard that your correspondent said government, some people said this, some people said that, but we've not really heard, they've not really come out to address the public on the issue of afforestation, deforestation. But be that as it may, you understand, I think what the government is doing, maybe they are trying to restructure the whole industry. Maybe they came in and they found out that there's a lot of indiscriminate felling of trees, no control, what have you. But where I would have a point to pick with government is it's in the area of when you close the forest. You understand? You should not just close it completely, even though you want to plant trees. You should not just close it completely like that. You should open it in a controlled manner, whereby you can, okay, these Agbegi people or these wood people, you organize them. You don't just allow anybody to go and fell trees. You have to issue government licenses to who is licensed to go and do this thing, and have some proper control of who goes in and who cannot go in. Because right now it seems that anybody can just buy Agbegi and go and start felling trees. They don't register with government. There's no license, nothing, and for me that is unacceptable. This forest belongs to government, and government has to control it and take care of it. So I think government should have found a way to say, okay, we want to embark on an afforestation project, but meanwhile we want to control the deforestation at the same time.
Thank you.
We want to issue licenses to who qualify. You assess people and who is qualified. You issue licenses to them to go and do this thing in a controlled manner. That is my take.
Thank you. Before I move on to the next person, I would like to add to this, because when you check, when we have to talk about the decision of the government, Edo State government, or rather, let me just be straight, the decision of the governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, he made the decision of afforestation, maybe because of how the damages that have happened to our forests for so long, the deforestation by our Agbegi people and all that for so many years. Like somebody mentioned earlier on that Shomole addressed it, Lucky Biredo addressed it, and all that. For me, I believe all these people did not address it properly. I believe that Governor Obaseki is addressing it now in the rightful way. The only blame I have for the governor on this, I'm sorry that I have to disappoint some of you, is that it did not create second alternative. But I'm not going to blame the government, because if you have to see now, okay, for example, like my brother Hakim also said, you know, it's a big shame to see that we don't have our own people that can do this job now. We are not giving the job afforestation now to the Chinese people. You know, what do Chinese people know about our forest? You know, for them to be planting trees and all that. In case some of you that doesn't understand the meaning of afforestation, afforestation is when you are planting trees. When you are like your forest is now lacking trees, you need to plant more trees for more development and all that. Yes, for me, that's what I know about that. You know, deforestation is when you start destroying it, cutting off the trees and all that, you know. If you have to check it, you know, when we all were growing up, this particular deforestation have been our big problem from these Agbegi people. For me, though, if I'm not mistaken, I believe these people have been cutting these trees for these years to enrich themselves for so long. If Governor Obaseki created another alternative for them to be sustaining themselves, looking after their children, their second wives, and all that, you know, I don't believe there will be this quarrel, because if they come out like this, everybody will attack them. So the only
not all of them that have 2 wives. So you are just hammering on second wife, Mr. Eddie.
Okay, I don't know. I just say all of them get 2 wives. Okay, not this. You know, but they mentioned each 3 of them way or 2 we talk just now. Say I get 2 wives, I get 2 wives. Okay,
So
never
that's it. But Nigeria Watch, if I may say something quickly.
Yeah.
I heard some people saying that, you know, government giving the contract of afforestation to Chinese is not good, that it should have given it to local people, which I understand their sentiments, but they should also understand that embarking on a massive afforestation project is not just a project for anybody, it's a project for experts. You know, afforestation project is not just
even saying that it's not good.
Wait, let me land.
Nadia, can I call me Prince Collins? I have not said that.
Let me land.
Right, Prince. Prince don't talk in public.
Hold on.
Let me land quickly.
Please now.
Afforestation is not about just going to first and planting trees the way you like. No, it's something that it's an expert project. It's not just anybody can do it.
I know.
So maybe the government did not find the capacity.
Can we scrap the Minister of Agric today?
What are you talking about?
Can we scrap the Minister of Agric?
I don't know about that. I'm just telling you about afforestation.
They are receiving salaries. We have a permanent secretary.
Okay,
they retired.
Everybody, please stop. Everybody,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Mr. Victor, no, nobody should call me for now. Just hold on, please. I have to put I've not talked. Let me continue the job.
We are not following the rules and regulation anymore. Brother Lefty has been here since.
I'll remove you. Anybody that is interrupting me, I'll remove you. I'm sorry. This is one of the problems we have in Nigeria, because Nigerians need to be handled with iron hand. Please, I don't want to start that here. Is enough. Thank you. Engineer Ken, please, if you are right there, talk to us.
Okay, thank you so much, Nigeria, for this platform. I'm so sorry, my brothers. My network have been so acting up. About this Obaseki giving our forest down to Chinese. Number one, we don't know if he sold the forest to the Chinese.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know if he have sold our forest to Chinese. In China, Chinese are go into babu. They're using about all their woods from China. Those executive chairs, those beautiful chairs, those wood you think that they are bringing in to sell, those furnitures, they are all made by babu. They're using babu to make them in China. You know, but now Chinese are coming to Africa, buying our forests and taking all our timbers back to their country. If Obaseki have sold our land to Chinese government, it should let us know. They are not so expatriate to plant wood, to plant timbers or rubbers. You know, I remember as a young man when I was growing up,
You know, when I go to the forest with my family members and everything, I see the way our timbers are. Another thing again, in those days, in the 70s, in the 80s, 60s, when I was growing up, we used to have forest guards. We used to have forest guards that are local police, but they handle the deforestation of our country. But we don't have those anymore. There's no more forest guard at all. You know?
Right.
So that is very, very wrong.
You have 10 seconds to round up, please.
Okay, the thing is this, you know, if Obaseki has to go that way, he has to let the Edo people know that the coming of Chinese to the Edo forest, he has to break it down for us. Is our land being sold to them? Is our forest being sold to them? Or they are there to work for the government and to replant the forest? That's the question that we are asking, and we deprive an answer for it.
Thank you. Thank you, Engineer Ken. Thank you very much.
You. Yeah.
Yes, I support Engineer Ken on that. I believe the next couple of days, Governor Obaseki is supposed to address this whole protest that happened today. If not, there are going to be a lot of critics that will start again on social media. A good government, this is what they're supposed to do. Respond to this protest. No, this is the reason why we took the forest from there. This is our decision and all that. It doesn't take anything away from you. But if you are forming as a main god, you don't want to respond to people, or you think inside your office with the air condition on, I say, who are they to ask me questions? Then we don't have no choice than to come back and elaborate on this matter. At the moment, let's move on to Leftist Etoya to talk to us. Leftist Etoya, are you there with us?
I'll be here like I'm not here. This is, since we started, this is going to be the second time you're asking me to talk. Omori has talked 3 times. Akin has talked 3 times. Good Government has talked 3 times, 4 times.
You are a gentle Fulani man.
Alice, 2 times. I'm taking record. Everybody have been talking, but I kept here, I was standing. So what do I have to say? They've said everything I want to say. So I don't understand why would some of us will come here. It's always happening. We'll come here and just be on the camera. I'm not the moderator, I'm the panelist. But most times I've discovered this. I'll just be here looking why others are being called to talk. What do I have to say again? Anyway, I have nothing to say. Imoti that call from Dublin.
No, you are right. You are very right. You know, it's just that.
I just kept, this is the log. Each time you call people, I keep record. They've all talked 3 times, 4 times, and here just once. And this is not the first time. It's always happening. Leftists will just be looking. Why?
Even me, bro. Even me. He doesn't even call me. He always forget me.
Martin that called for Dublin have said what I want to say. So you can call somebody else. Let them keep talking. That's it. Thank you.
No. No, I want you to respond to the afforestation and deforestation. What is your take? Just 2 minutes to address that, leftists.
I don't have much to say about afforestation and deforestation. It has been happening. When EIA and co started entering our bush, and some other people were devastating our bush, making much money from the bush, the government was aware. The government also were making money from the bush. So the only problem I have with this government is, if you want to control this, just like Motiyan have said, why did you carry the people along? The people that are in the business. And again, if it is true, just like who said, is it Brother Nice that said that it is true that Chinese people have been contracted? Why giving the contract to? This is bush. This is not engineering work again now. This is planting of trees. Are you saying that we cannot plant trees? Where's the Ministry of Agric? We have Faculty of Agric in almost our. We have a School of Agric. We have Faculty of Agric in almost our university. Are you saying the professors there and the lecturers there cannot plant trees? So I think this is a business for those 3 governments. They know what they are doing, inviting the foreigners. This man is not he's a businessman. It's a business. Planting of trees does not require a Chinese man to come and be doing those things. I'm sorry. That's it.
Thank you very much, Leftist. Like I'm going to add to what Leftist Etoya just said. Leftist Etoya is one of the most patient person or panelists that we have here. You know, I've said it before. Some people you talk, the next 1 minute, can I just add to it? It doesn't work like that. That's cheating. You know, that's oppression as well. You know, you have to allow other people to talk. Only you cannot just be talking. That's why it's called debate. If I'm on here and I only have you, that's a different thing. We have a lot of people. We have about 12 people on the screen. We have, if you have to plus the people that is calling in as well, that's a lot. I have to share the 2 minutes for everybody to contribute. For one person to start talking, it doesn't work like that. You know, that's why I said, bullet point your point down. In case when it gets to your turn, you can come back to it. Look at Alex called earlier on. We already moved out of Rochas Okorocha's issue because I believed he bullet pointed it. He came back and still went back there. So I like that. I don't mind. But we cannot continue to say, let me quickly add this to it. Let me quickly add this to it. It doesn't work like that. And it shouldn't work like that. Thank you very much, my people. Let's go to Destiny. Destiny, can you hear us? You'll be struggling with your network since. Hopefully, you can hear all this time. Talk to us, Destiny. Okay, Destiny is still struggling. You'll be struggling since, so I'm sorry. We have to move to Prince Collins right now. Prince Collins, are you there with us? Please talk to us.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Prince Collins. Good to hear from you and good evening to you once again. I wanted to ask you, do you think the governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, have taken the right decision to take the forest away from these Agbegi people who have been there since Tele?
Well, everybody have said, almost we have said it all. My panelists, thank you very much. Please, I know 2 minutes is quite big. I've not said anything. You can give me 4 the way you did the other. I would like. So I think the issue is there is no harm in developing or mapping out strategy to put this right. Afforestation is a good thing because if you look at the economic benefit and health implication, it's a very good thing. You know, even we are supposed to be encouraged to plant flowers around our environment. And if you look at the way they were doing it, just as a leftist method, you know how to measure some people that have caused this thing. This thing has been for quite a long time. But if you are trying to correct something, you have to create an alternative measure, just as so many people have said. You know, because if you find out when they try to eradicate Agbo, some of them metamorphosed into CDA, some went to Libya, some became kidnappers, so many things. And when they stop CDA, they metamorphose into Karile and all. It's just because we don't create alternative means for people, they will metamorphose. It's a natural thing among humans. So if you are creating an alternative, that is why in a developed world or nations where the interest of the people is of paramount importance, if you don't have alternative immediately, you give incentives. Like if you look at this issue now, if you give people incentives as they are at home, like the Agbegi drivers that are coming out, and say, okay, this is what you'll be getting until things are put in order. You'll be able to control them for the time so that they don't go into crime. And it's a way of reducing crime. So if you look at this Agbegi issue now, you have Agbegi, you have timber contractors. The Agbegi, they are not matter in the issue. You have the timber contractors, you have those that are taking the products for sawmillers, the sawmill owners. Then you finally see those that are into furniture makers, and it's a chain. You know, a lot of people are involved in this business that is being stranded right now. You know, and you have the cost of using that product to become very, very high. So when you don't create alternative like that, you are creating more problems. And I don't see afforestation as a problem that people that do Ministry of Agriculture cannot handle. So that is the little I can contribute. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. We have 5 minutes to round up this debate. Before that, everybody have contributed. We cannot continue to be repeating ourselves. It's unfortunate that we could not have time for Destiny to talk to us, but let's go to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, talk to us on this. Who to blame on this? Are you blaming Governor Obaseki, or you are blaming these Agbegi people who have been there using this our forest to enrich themselves for so many years?
I would really like to let you understand that I'm not really interested in this Agbegi people's issue. You understand? This problem has been there for decades. So those people, they are fighting for their own interest. These Agbegi people. You understand? This situation has been there for long. They won't change. They don't pay tax, they don't do nothing, they only destroy the environment. So that's their job. The question that I asked before, I never got a satisfied answer from anybody.
Ask that question again and let everybody respond to that so that we round up on that. Go ahead with the question again.
I said, why Edo State is a backward state compared to other states in Nigeria?
Other states, that's fine. That's
now let me take over.
The good comrade, 1 minute.
For the good comrade, just add 30 seconds to that one. Now, there's a mistake we are making here. Nobody can operate a sawmill in Edo State without paying tax to government yearly. They all pay taxes. And what does government use that money for? That money is supposed to go into tree planting. We have Ministry of Agric. We have Permanent Secretary. We have workers in the Ministry of Agric. They earn salary every 30 days. Some of them will retire and pension and be collecting pension and gratuity. What are they all doing? Just the same way we have Ministry of Works. But contracts are being given to Julius Berger and foreign companies. And we are clapping for those who we elected to represent us. This is failure of governance. It did not start now. All previous government before now, they are all failures. Because there used to be forest guard, forest officers to guide those timber people. When you cut tree, there are some forest reserve. They will tell you for the next 20 years, nobody should go to this particular area to fell wood. They will grow those trees. When those trees mature, they will move them to that side. They start planting again. It is failure of governance.
Thank you, sir.
A state where we have unemployment, when we have poverty in the land, you are empowering Chinese individuals. Do we need a PhD and a master's degree to plant tree? What is the ministry doing? Oh, breaking news. The governor just sold the Ministry of Agric plus Benin Library to ShopRite. Okay, I now understand. Let me stop there for now.
The good comrades, you are not answering the question, though.
Hold on now.
Okay, what's your question, sir? Come again.
He's asking why is Edo State the worst state?
He already used his time for another thing.
No, now, but this one is talking. Okay, why is Edo State backwards?
Amongst other states in Nigeria.
The people cannot get above what they ask for. It's what you vote for that that's what we are saying. When we allow the worst of us be ruling us and be making laws for us, we have no right to complain. That is why we have to be wise now and work towards the future.
Thank you.
A town meeting will solve all this problem.
Thank you.
The government is too far from the people. We are just working in the realm of speculation.
All right, that's it. Mr. Murray, go ahead, please talk to us. Why is Edo State worst state amongst other states in Nigeria? Mr. Murray, are you there with us?
I'm here. I think when he raised the issue, I was the first person that tried to address that issue, although he said he's not satisfied.
Yeah.
I tried to he was making comparison. He was comparing Edo with Lagos and Port Harcourt. And I just told him the governors are the same, but the economies are different. You know, that's all I have to say there. If he says it's not,
we can't hear you anymore.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, better now. Just stay one place, sir.
Okay. I think I was the first person that addressed that issue when he raised that question.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, I told him there's no basis for comparison. Rivers and Lagos cannot compare them to Edo, but that's not to say that we don't need development in Edo State. That's not to say the governor is doing enough, and we're not the most backward. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, please respond to that. According to the question from Brother Nice, He said, why is Edo State the worst state amongst other states in Nigeria?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, very clear. Go ahead, sir, straight.
Okay, number one, I will start. Number one is budget, because before you develop, you have to look at your budget first. We are talking about spending, the state spending. If you want to compare those states and the River State this year, in their this year budget, they have about 545 billion naira as budget in River State. While in Edo State, we have 182 billion. You can see the difference, almost times three.
Sir, you don't need to go far. Please tell me which state Edo State is doing better than at the moment in Nigeria.
Well, at the moment, according to the poverty level of Nigeria, Edo State is number 11. The states that are doing well in Nigeria, Edo State rank number 11. In general terms, development in everything, they rank about 11th position. All right, that is what I think.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Let's move now to okay, let me choose Akim first. Akim, please talk to us.
Yes,
the question from the Nice is, why is Edo State the worst state amongst other states? Why my own question to add to that is that we want to know the state that Edo State is better than. All right?
Okay. Basically, when he asked the question earlier, and I asked him question as well. So he himself did not answer my own question that I asked him. One, what did you use to measure the fact that Edo State is doing worse than every other state? You are what research did you carry out to find out that Edo State is doing worse? And I asked him,
what's your criteria? What's his criteria?
Exactly. What criteria have you used to measure it? Then you now find out that Edo State is doing worse than every other state in Nigeria. That is one. And secondly, I asked him earlier, have you visited every state in Nigeria that you now come to the conclusion that Edo State is actually the worst? No. Then he made a comparison between River State and Lagos, and I addressed the issue earlier on that it's just that one is just based on financial the different type of the amount of finance that are going into different states. And if you was to look at the indices, if you want to look at the indices, you will actually find out that majority of the criticism that you are getting from people are just mainly personal opinion. There are no concrete research to back whatever criticism. If you want to criticize on a government on anything, you have to have.
That is what you get when the government is so far from the people. We need town hall meeting.
Mr. Comrade, you just finished
Stop
talking.
interrupting now. Somebody's talking.
So when you want to criticize and there are facts and figure out there, you don't go and use the facts and figure that are out there, and you just base it on personal opinion. Then it lacks credibility. Your question does not have credibility behind it. That is the truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Although the good comrade not supposed to interrupt, but still, what the good comrade just said is what I wanted to say as well. When everybody start assuming and just saying whatever they like on social media, it's because the governor are not carrying people along. We should say it how it is.
My brother, it's not the go. If you want fact and figure on issue, there are departments out there that can give you these figures.
You bring them to our channel to give us facts
and
figures.
No, if you like in terms of debt now, you can go to NBS, National Bureau of Statistics. There are information out there. There are lots of information out there that you can go out and do research.
That's why we call it Naija Watch Family. I cannot do everything myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I say.
So I don't need to go anywhere. That's what I'm saying. You can come here on one debate and say, this is your findings, and let us see it.
Of course, I've just given him a lot of information now. I told him before about the numbers of out-of-school people.
That's true.
Edo State is actually doing better than those River State and Akwa Ibom State. I gave him those information just now.
Yes, but to be honest, when the governor carry people along, most of
what do you mean by carry along? If people who want to be carried along, go on the road, enter taxi, and they'll take you along. That is my opinion. This carry along. I don't understand what they mean by carry along, man. People, if anybody that wants to enter along, you stay on the road, you taxi.
No, let me tell you, Akim, no, joke apart. In case you don't know what carried along means, let me let you know. You live in an island and I live in the United Kingdom. carry people along means before you take a decision, you need to speak to your people. All right. When
Okay, can Naija Watch, please, can you tell me one policy of government in the United Kingdom that have been implemented recently that the people were carrying along, and how did they carry the people along?
There are so many things the government want to do. For example, when every demolition that is going on or that have ever happened in the United Kingdom, the government must carry the people along. They must come on air to let the people know, the community, the council will write to every resident, every houses, to let everybody know that so time, it's also month, we will be demolishing this school, we will be demolishing this building. So everybody will be expecting it. Even letter, light, anything that they want to do that needs the people's opinion, they will send the letter out, sign it. Do you agree or not? There are so many things like that. All right.
Those are just general terms, ma'am. I'm saying, do you have any recent policy of government?
Demolished so many buildings as it came out to address, to let the people know this is my decision.
Of course, they have come out to let people know that the decision, the reason why they demolished Central Hospital. Before. Yeah, before they start the demolition. If you listen to the governor, Naija Watch, even on that online platform that the governor came on last time, this question was raised and he addressed it then. And a lot of people just act as if they did not hear what the governor said.
No. Listen, Akim, I was there from beginning to the end, and I streamed it right here on my channel. The governor, nobody asked him that question.
No, they did not ask him the question, but he referred to it as part of propaganda. That is what I would say. It's not like they asked him. He referred to that issue as part of propaganda.
He referred jokingly by saying, everybody's saying on social media, Obaseki have destroyed Central Park, they have destroyed Central Hospital, they have destroyed. What have I done again? Jokingly.
No. Naija Watch, I watched that program that he said people
responded to it.
He said people were have been saying that he wants to demolish Central Hospital and build a motor park there. And he said he's not building a motor park there. And he gave reasons that that hospital have been over 100 years old and there's a new one there. They are trying to expand Stella Obasanjo Hospital. The man gave expand details.
Did anybody ask him a question, direct question? All right, that why didn't you carry people along? Address your people before the decision. No, because they were pampering him. That's one thing you must know, Akim. Whenever he speak to people in the diaspora, nobody ask him irrelevant questions. People are it's like sugarcaning their questions. It shouldn't be like that. Governor Obaseki, it doesn't mean you can ask him direct question, and I believe he's a learning man. He will answer you as well. So
I'm just saying, what I'm trying to explain to you is that you said that he has not addressed the issue of that demolition.
You got it all wrong.
The question might not have been directly. They might not have asked him the question directly, but he did address the issue.
No.
Can we move on? Can we move on, please?
No, hold on, please. I cannot move on yet. He did not address it.
Okay, you win now. We'll move on. You win.
No, I don't want to win. I want all of us to learn. Nobody asked Governor Obaseki, why is it that you wake up and just taking decisions? Nobody asked him that question.
Yeah, so that is not the governor's fault. But that is not the governor's fault that nobody asked him.
Let me quickly come here. My brother.
It's you that brought that. You said people asked you.
No, in the whole Federation of Nigeria, they don't carry people along. That is not a new. It's not. They don't carry the people along.
The basic thing. They don't carry everybody along. The basic thing. There's nowhere. Which country do you live, sir? Prince Collins.
No, I'm telling you. I said in the whole Federation of Nigeria, they don't carry people along. Not you.
Okay, I thought you are talking about Europe. Okay, thank you.
No.
You know, I know. I'm not blaming Governor Obaseki alone. Even what Akim just said now is not the governor's fault. If people did not ask him the question, he's right. Nobody asked him the question, because whenever they bring him here, it's like they have planned the question to ask. I don't like that. To be honest, Ask him a direct question. Governor Obaseki will not be upset about it. People will be packaging questions. And then you see somebody want to talk to the governor, you will use 5 minutes to rain praises on him first. Then you will not be saying, Governor Obaseki, I just wanted to pray for you. No, we can't move on like this, Edo people. We should stop all this. We should stop deceiving ourselves.
Okay, Mr. Naja Walsh, Mr. Naja Walsh, calm down. We don't understand.
Let's move on now. We have
Lefty Itoya. I want to hear your opinion.
Hold on, brother Nice, please. Brother Victor, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, brother Nice. There's a question from Mr. Victor. Brother Nice asked, why is Edo State the worst state amongst other states in Nigeria? Although Akim have asked him the statistic or how he got his information, I don't know. So, but for me, I would like you to tell us the worst states in Nigeria.
First and foremost, I don't agree with that assertion that Edo State is the worst state in Nigeria. I don't agree. We all know Nigeria as a country is in a bad shape. We get that. We are all Nigerians. We know what's going on. But to say Edo State is the worst state in the whole of Nigeria is a no-no for me. I don't buy that logic. And I don't know where he got that assertion from, but maybe he has his reasons.
I cannot agree as well because I don't have my.
Maybe he has his reasons for saying so, but I would like to know them, but I definitely don't agree. So
let me give you my reasons.
For me, I cannot. Let me land.
Wait, brother,
for me, I don't have, because when you want to assess every state, you understand, there have to be certain metrics on the ground for you to use to measure, in this area of security, which is the best, area of economy, which is the best, area of education, which is the best. So these are all the metrics that we need to have a proper assessment of all the states in Nigeria. So I cannot give you a definite answer. I say this is the worst state in Nigeria. I don't know because I don't have numbers.
Somebody mentioned, but I can't remember that Edo State is on the 11th position in terms of development in the whole Nigeria. What's your take on that? Is that the past?
When you sorry again, that is ambiguous because when you say development, that's a broad term. Development can be development in education. No,
don't change it. That's what they said. That's what they said. The Chinese.
Is it in development or in depth or what?
No, development.
That Edo State is number 11.
Infrastructure development.
Okay, and where did that information come from?
Somebody said it just now. Who is the person, please?
Where did the problem is that even if they
Akim.
No, it wasn't me that it wasn't me that said 11, please.
I was the one, Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Mr. Alex is here.
Can I answer Mr. Collins? Can I answer Mr. Collins, please?
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, I got my data from Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. If you can, they have a website where they value everything that is happening in Nigeria. So you can go there and check. I'm not just. It's not. This one is not personal.
Okay.
This is
Mr. Johnson. Sorry, Mr. Johnson.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Victor, round up now.
Okay, fine. He said he got his information from Nigerian Bureau, which is quite reliable. So if he said Edo is number 11 on the list, okay, but I cannot tell you from off my head who is the worst state or who is the best state. I don't have the numbers. I don't have the statistics.
But that 11th position, is that a pass one or failed?
Yeah, considering the country we are, I think it's quite commendable. I know Edo State is a small state, not much revenue in terms of allocation. So I think it's quite commendable compared to the bigger states,
All right, thank you, big brother Victor. I appreciate you right there. Alex, talk to us.
For me, I've been listening. I'm learning to be patient, like Mr. Leftist. I'm learning patience. Patience is a virtue. As for the governor,
seconds on your patience now. You have
yes.
1 minute, seconds left.
And you have wasted 10 now from it. Okay, I want to speak about Obaseki and his style of leadership. I've not always liked him. I've not always liked him. I liked him from the first tenure, and when he was campaigning for the second tenure, he has suddenly become despotic, authoritarian, and his followers will argue that Oshomole did the same thing. Anything you say, they'll tell you Oshomole did the same thing. Sometimes Mr. Machiavelli says that. Sometimes, yes.
Now, please.
So for me, Obaseki is not running a democratic governorship. There's no excuse. He's supposed to correct anything he saw that is not right, not working on those wrongly laid foundations. In bringing Chinese is a slap on Benin people. If this was in the north, it will cause a bloody riot. Trust me, the youth will start killing those Chinese men. If this was in the north, you start seeing them invading the forest. Benis are just too calm and peace-loving.
Answer question. What would they debate?
So please, allow me to talk. I did not interrupt you. The point is it not about what we have been saying since. I've been listening. You don't have to educate me like a child. I know what I'm saying.
No, Alex, hold on, Alex, because you don't have time. Brother Nice asked a question. We're supposed to have finished by now. We're only working according to the questions from Brother Nice. So Brother Nice asked the questions. He said, why is Edo State the worst state amongst other states in Nigeria, which a lot of people have disagreed with? All right. So what's on that?
This rating, it fluctuates. I will not be surprised if that rating is true. I've not confirmed it. He just said it. He quoted it. I cannot see him as an authority. People have parameters. For example, we don't have House of Assembly. We don't have local government chairman. So development cannot go to those areas when there are no representations. Nobody to fight for their people in different local government at the government circle. Obaseki just wake up and do projects randomly the way it feels like. So if that is, and right now there is no accountability. We don't know how much the government earns. Nothing. Corruption is at the apogee level, is at zenith level. So I will not be surprised if Edo State is one of the most less developed state in the whole country. I will try and go into my own research and see that, but I will not be surprised. So it's always about Benin when it comes to killings, when it comes to underdevelopment, prostitution, ritual, everything is always the Benin. Edo State is always on that development now. They've already brought us out again.
Thank you, Alex. Because of what you just said, I would like everybody to please just mute for a minute. I'd like us to listen to at least 1 or 2 minutes from this video. We're supposed to be rounding up now, but I would like us to listen to this. Please mute yourself. You guys are having some noise from your own background. Mute yourself. Brother Johnson, mute yourself. Everybody mute yourself. Mute yourself, please. Mr. Mori, please. Yeah, it was you. Mute yourself. Thank you. God bless you all. Let's listen to this right here.
Become accustomed to this sort of what we can call illegality, given what his predecessor, Adams Oshiomhole, did at a time when he also had a problem with the House of Assembly. What precisely is going on, or has everybody settled down to this form of illegality?
Thank you so very much. Good morning to our lovely Nigerians, the viewers out there. What is happening in Edo is more or less of his very, very sorry situation. Sorry in the sense that some people call us the rebel legislators. We're always fighting to defend and protect our constitution, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Thankfully to God, what we saw coming hit Nigerians 2 days after that nocturnal inauguration was done in Edo, in Bauchi. Because I must refresh the minds of Nigerians. If you recall, when 9 members out of 24, under the watch of the governor, decided to go and inaugurate themselves, I consider that a party, maybe a party, a rascal party, because in that video, if you play it back, thank God history don't lie anymore. There was a member who was wearing a short knicker in the floor of the assembly, wearing a short knicker. There was one who was given a jacket to wear. How best can you describe that in a democracy? So, when that of Bauchi happened and that of Edo happened, I will never forget the statement of Mr. President when our dear amiable leader, who was then the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, led the APC extraction, who were denied in Bauchi, to the president. And the president, I quote him, and he said to them, to the Bauchi lawmakers, take a cue and learn from what the Edo legislators are doing, that you must stand by what is right, and we must stand to defend to the latter every word of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And Section 91, nobody can bend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as of today, as much as I know. Section 91 clearly and expressly states that a house shall, it does not give room for ambiguity, shall consist of not less than 24 members and not more than 40. And when there is a shall, I don't see where one governor sits down somewhere and say, no, that's the Constitution. I want to run my state with 10 members. And let me quickly bring to the attention of the entire nation and Nigerians at large, even in diaspora, that this governor, even when I was a member of the 6th Assembly, had told the then speaker that he only just wants 10 members he can work with that trusted. And I can tell you in that assembly, that was the kind of administration he was running. He calls just 10 people to his office. Those are people he wants to relate to it. And I can tell you that was what led to Edo, even when Mr. President, in his wisdom and magnanimity, offered Nigerians that there must be autonomy for the legislature, the judiciary, and even the local government. Today, what is the story? This governor called members and said, we must vote against our own autonomy. But thank God for all other tendencies, for all other houses of assemblies in Nigeria, who all came together, and they had an overwhelming majority, and that issue was passed. Today, has it come into existence? Is the legislator in Nigeria today actually, do they actually have the autonomy? The answer is no. Why? Because some governors have decided, because they have money in their possession, to go and work against it so that they can going to hold the legislature to ransom. In any case, coming back to Edo, it's very sad. The home known for culture, for bronze making, the very, very kingdom where our Oba of Benin sits and resides.
Okay, my people, if we have to continue like that, we are not going to. In fact, this one.
Please, can I round up, sir? Please, can I round up?
Okay. You should.
Please, can I round up?
You to respond to this video, please.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
If this is the man, if this is the source of where people are saying Edo State is the least developed state in Nigeria, I reject it. It's not. These are political sentiments from one set of people who feel aggrieved or who have problems in their party with the governor. Even if I'm always against the way the governor does things. If this is the source of Edo State is the least developed right now, come on, it's not. These are political statements, and I will not buy that. Sorry, I'm a very straightforward person. So that man should go and lick his wounds. So that does not mean I'm saying the governor is 100%, but at least this is not a credible source. Sorry.
All right. Before that, make we listen further again for this part. Before I will let you contribute again, make we round up.
Where people like to visit our palace because it's one of the greatest kingdoms in the world. I can tell you that state is in the news for the wrong reasons. We're talking about the legislature today, the House of Assembly. I'm happy the world knows today that they have not been a functional commissioner. It took more than 1 year when civil society groups had to start protesting that a governor cannot run a state as a dictator. I can tell you there are no local governments today in Edo. Would that have happened if we had a functional state assembly? The answer is no. As Edo is today, you have one APC in the House, and you have only 9 PDP members. But do not forget, Edo ab initio from the beginning was a 24-member APC House until the governor decided to go to the opposition, where he felt was more comfortable for him to achieve his second bidding. And at the end of the day, took 9 of our members to PDP. It's a matter of choice, and we congratulate our colleagues who did that. But what is important is, just for the purpose of those who believed out there that we decided to stay away from representing our people, the answer is no.
All right, I stopped that there. Right. Akim. We're gonna go carry Akim, come for me.
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Can I help the house?
No, why don't I just hold on, please? And Akim, I want to start with. Akim, you can see this man is talking with
this. I'm sorry. Is this another topic?
Yes, we are still on Governor Obaseki, but it's a different topic now.
But the question Brother Nice asked, that he asked you to allow me talk where you did not allow me talk. You have passed it. You are not going back to the Akin again.
No, please let Lefty answer that question, please.
No. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
No, Lefty have to answer that question, please, because if not, I won't be able to speak.
I made mention of this not quite long. I said there's this way of moderation which I personally am not liking now. You leave one person watching, you go back to certain people, you ask the question, you leave them, you go back to them, while the others are just standing looking.
You are right.
So
you are right. You are
why
right.
am I here?
Maybe,
there's not just point. Let me just
I believe,
no need.
Hold on, my person. Leftists. Oh, leftists, you left the screen. That is wrong of you. That is very wrong. You don't do that here. I don't like that. That is very, very wrong of you. I don't like that at all. You know, nobody's doing anything deliberately here. If they don't call you, just let us know. Nobody's better than anybody here. Sometimes I don't call anybody here, especially Brother Nice. He always indicates, I day here, I day here, I day here. So please, if nobody call you, you just raise up your hand. That's it. You know, you don't expect me to remember everybody. It doesn't work like that. We have 10, 12 people here. I can see a hand up right now. Mr. Moruyi is raising up his hand. If you are not called, raise up your hand. You know, if you leave the screen by yourself, I don't like that. One thing you guys must understand, I've said this over and over again. Anybody on this screen, you are not doing me a favor. I want to say it again. Anybody on this screen right now, or anybody that will join us tomorrow again, you are not doing me a favor. You are doing your Edo people a favor, or you are doing your Nigerian people a favor. That's it. All right? I have a platform. I brought it out. If it was also your platform, I will be coming there as well to speak my voice to counter this government. If you know your name is not called, raise up your hand, indicate. You don't portray anger here. I don't entertain such thing here at all. All right, Mr. Murray, please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you very much once again. I think, like Jesus Christ, you brought the most juicy part of the wine to the end of the party. This issue you just brought up is a very sensitive one. This will have been the main issue for the day, but I don't know if time will permit us to address this issue once and for all. I don't know how much time we have, please. This is a very sensitive one.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. Just you have 2 minutes to respond to it, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 minutes may not be enough. Okay, I don't want to dwell on this politics. You see, there is a saying that you don't eat your cake and have it. As much as I feel for the people that are not represented in Edo State, I feel for them. My brother, if there is anything more than these people not coming to office, any other punishment to be given to these rascals called career politicians, I have a lot of friends among them. Your Dulapas are my friend. I have cousins, I have brothers among them. My brother, we cannot continue to do same thing over and over again and expect a different result. They shot themselves in the field, and they cannot expect to eat their cake and have it. My brother, they play politics to the extreme. My brother, see, I always say on this platform, gone are the days of Obasanjo 1999 and 2007, where impunity was the order of the day. 2 members can wake up and remove a governor. Somebody can just go to a governor's house and kidnap a governor because one politician does not like his face. We try to contest it. We're taking to somewhere over in Uromi. You know, they come us there from morning to night without, because they don't want to see our face because we don't have a godfather. My brother, you were elected to come to the office to come and represent your people. You prefer to go stay with one godfather because you felt he was the national chairman, he will influence BUHARI to come and take over Edo State. My brother, gone are the days of those such impunity. I don't want to see their faces. I don't want to see their arrogance. Enough of this nonsense. If you talk of local government election, well, we need them because that is the closest government to the people. For these rascals, for these dissidents, for these rebellious that were elected and they never came to, if there's anything more than this punishment they are getting, they should get more so that other people will learn. But there is no punishment. If you employ somebody to work, if refuse to come and work, you don't punish them. But on moral ground, they should never come up in their constituency to represent their people because they are not worth it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow. All right. All right. We don't have the good comrade here anymore. I would like Mr. Akim. Mr. Akim, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here, brother.
What is your take on that speech from that man on Arise TV?
Okay. You know, before I go into it, I just want to I want our brother leftists. You know, we are old boys of this debate, and him as one of the old boys, he should know that those things you're not doing it intentionally. You understand? And several times you have already said that you are not treating him fairly. So he should know that those things are not things that you are doing on purpose. And I hope that he find it in himself to try and get back on the platform so that we do what we're doing best, what we know to do best. So I will say that I'm just going to say this. When I watched this show, I watched it on the TV live. If I had a way of jumping inside the TV, I would have jumped inside that TV that day. I swear to God, because I've never seen bad journalism the way that guy was. I think it was like the representative asking another representative a question. The level of journalism, the lack of investigation, the lack of knowledge in the matters that he was asking questions about, it was so bad. It was unbelievable. The simple question I was going to ask that man that is, when you people went to go and form your own kangaroo house before the election, that you said that was the legal house of assembly. So why are you still calling to be inaugurated into another house? What happened to that house that you guys went to inaugurate yourself into? What happened? Why are you no longer representing the people that you're supposed to represent in that same house? I thought you guys formed your own house already. You had your own mates that you brought from whether Imo State or from Shipoli. I don't know where they brought their own mates from. They elected their own speaker. So what happened to that house of assembly? Why are we still having this debate anyway? Why are we still having this issue? They already formed their own house. Let them be having their own sitting in their own house. They know where their house is. So why are we still having these issues? Let them continue in their own house. These are the people that are saying the government is anti-democratic, is anti-this. What they did, that is treasonable. You cannot be forming an opposition government when you know that there's a legitimate government in place. And that was what they did. They knew that was why they never continued with that house again. The same people come on national television.
Did you actually finish that video when you watched it, Akim?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the whole interview. Okay. I watched the whole interview. Okay. Because don't forget, at the end, they were asking him about issue of national APC national matter as well. I watched the whole thing.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Akim. I would like to go to Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, are you there, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Nigeria Watch. Like my co-panelist, Mr. Mori, you said, this is a very sensitive issue, and I want to address it. You just give me a little bit of time, but not too much, but just a little bit of time so I can address it properly. Okay. You see, when this issue, anytime this issue of members elect come up, people are quick to blame the governor. But if you look at it critically and legally, you understand? Yeah. This issue does not even concern the governor. All the governor's role in all of this is to issue a proclamation. After the governor issues a proclamation, the clerk now takes over from there and informs the members for inauguration. So let me even ask people, when they were inaugurating was the governor there in the inauguration? He wasn't there. So when people come and say that the governor did this, the governor did that, how? Because he has played his own role he has issued his proclamation. And that proclamation was challenged in court in Port Harcourt, and the judge said it was legal. So that he cannot issue another proclamation. So what is the problem of these people? Okay, the court said the proclamation is legal. Instead of obeying court order, you went to Abuja to sit down with your godfather. So after 180 days, the Edo State declared your seat vacant according to Constitution, because you didn't show up for your inauguration. So your seats were declared vacant. So people saying that, the Edo State is about to only 10 members. It's not the fault of government, because the seats have already been declared vacant to INEC. It's just that these people went to court to challenge it. So the case is in court. They took the case to court, not the government. So the case is in court. If they want a political solution, Let them first go and withdraw that case from court and come and plead with the governor or the House of Assembly to take them back. They should stop being arrogant. You understand? So my thing is my whole thing is this: is that those members elect, you know, rather than focusing on representing their constituents, they were playing politics. They put politics ahead of their constituents. So they should not blame anybody for their misfortune. It is their cross. Let them carry it. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, please, is your turn. Mr. Johnson, are you there with us? Okay, Mr. Johnson is not there with us right now. Okay, let's go to...
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, talk to us, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Naija Watch, could you please throw more light on what was happening to what that guy was explaining, please?
He was talking about
the House of Assembly, please.
Yeah, he was talking about how Governor Obaseki, in fact, he was actually calling Governor Obaseki a dictator, running Edo State with just, you know, few men and all that. So you're supposed to watch it to understand how to respond to it. So if you did not watch it, you might not be able to respond to it.
To make it simpler for him, House of Assembly issue.
Okay, because what I know about the House of Assembly issues before, where they were fighting a kind of a faction group was created in the Nigeria House of Assembly, in the Edo State House of Assembly. But the question I would like to ask: who gave them the power to constitute under a different House of Assembly, different from the legitimate one? Who gave them that power? Why do they have such power? You know, that is. It's a question. It's not a contribution. I just want to ask: who gave those people power to constitute a different House of Assembly, different from the legitimate one? And why are they constituting nuisance always? Why are they popular in the wrong way? Always House of Assembly, always in Edo State. Why are they always popular in the wrong way? Why? What is happening there? Please, can somebody help me out? Because I don't really understand what is happening there, please.
Thank you. Before I go to Mr. Alex, I want Mr. Mori to help us answer that one. Mr. Mori, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
Go ahead.
You see, it's a very simple thing, my brother. See, this is why people have lost faith in our leadership, in our governance. See, we can see, like I said before, people see, they feel we are so much used to impunity. They have so much traumatized the people. They have so much bastardized the people that they feel the people. It's all about them. See, they don't see. Do you know what I even discovered? I'm learning a lot from this program. I thought I knew one or two things, but since I started coming to this show, it has really given me opportunity to learn a lot from our people. See, do you know the interest they talk about? They'll tell you politics about interest. Do you know they don't even know the meaning of the interest? They say the interests are their own selfish interests and personal aggrandizement. The interest of the people is never recognized. And their own interest, the people's interest is supposed to be first. And their own interest is supposed to be last. My brother, whenever this issue comes up, it makes me get angry and personal. To answer my brother's question, you see, between 1999 and 2007, people said we're learning, because of our long time of military, we're learning, they call it nascent democracy. We're learning, which means democracy at its infancy. My brother, they think this will continue that way. You were elected to represent your people. You went to Abuja because you felt Oshiomhole was the national chairman. He was the Alpha and Omega. He could do everything and get away with it. And APC being the government at the center, they felt BUHARI could come and just hijack Edo State Assembly. Do you know they were almost succeeding? They went as far as National Assembly. They succeeded. They were sending police to come and take over. They even did that. They got Malami to their side. That's Malami. That right Arab as today is the Attorney General. They got that one to their side. Dirty politics to come and cause trouble in Edo State. But those people were resolute. My brother, this is a lesson to people that would want to toe this line. They should go to blazes and nothing, heaven will not fall. We cannot continue to do what we have been doing and expect a different result. There should be paradigms, a shift in our political narrative. My brother, you asked another question. The second question was that, can I get the second part of the question? The other one they said, a constitutional a parallel House of Assembly. My brother, that thing is a treasonable felony.
in a single crime. But now, those people should have been in jail. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'm
coming to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, please just hold on.
It's my turn, huh? But it's my turn, Alex.
Hold on, please. Hold on. Iron Finance, Israel is not available this evening. He's working. So that's why he could not show up today, but you'll see him soonest. All right. No, please, I'll come back to you, Alex. I forgot. It's Brother Nice that's supposed to talk to. Brother Nice, talk to us. Is Brother Nice here? Oh, we lost him already. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
On this junction, I have to, for the first time, first of all, let me speak about leftists. You should try and come back. It's not the doing of Niger Watch. Leftist is one man I respect so much. Amori, Machiavelli, you know, we are doing this for our people, for our children, you know. No, nobody is paying anyone. Please, if you notice any error, you are allowed to correct us, correct the moderator, and you can correct anybody too. Sometimes I get corrected here too. So away from that, you know, I'm number one critic or one of the first people to criticize this government. But on this one, I will stand with the governor for calling the bluff. But where I have issues, a by-election should have been conducted. I don't know how constitutional is that. You do not leave you do not leave a particular place unrepresented. They should have activated some powers. I'm going somewhere, sir. I don't know, and maybe I'm wrong, but that rascally attitude those guys displayed, I condemn it. I condemn it because, like Omori said, these guys are selfish. They don't care about the people. Suddenly, and that guy asked the question, why House of Assembly? Just like Mario Baratelli, we say, why me? House of Assembly is very key. Is the power, is a law-making power body of the state. So any governor that can control House of Assembly most times will have a smooth say in its government. So that is why there is always problem. But it's good when there is opposition. It makes it better as a democracy. So that is why you see House of Assembly is always a talk of any democratic place, even National Assembly sometimes. Under Olusegun Obasanjo, they stopped him from trying to bring in a third-term agenda. So National Assembly is very sensitive. On this part, I stand with the governor. I don't stand with that. Those people who were trying to use Oshomole as a national chairman, trying to use APC as the party in power to try to manipulate things. Enough is enough. But where I disagree with the I disagree with the governor, he's doing things without transparency. We don't know how much he gets. We don't know anything about the state. We just wake up, they have sold this. We just wake up, they have demolished this. We just wake up, they are tying that and that. So it's a democracy. You should try and bring in the citizens. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you.
Alex has a question. Alex has a question.
Can I say something? Victor.
Brother Victor, you wanted to say something. Okay, go ahead. 1 minute, please. We are running up.
Yeah. I want to also say something. Alex mentioned by-election. Yes, a by-election should have been held. In fact, the House of Assembly wrote to INEC to conduct by-election, but those members elect went to court to put an injunction to stop it. That is why. So the case is still in court. That's why it has not been conducted. And in any case, I don't even see any reason why a by-election should be conducted. Those seats now belong to PDP members who came second. That's how it should be. Because I don't see any need to, because you refuse to show up. You were not inaugurated. You were only elected. You refuse to show up. So the next person that came second should take the position if you are not interested.
So is this case going to remain in court forever?
So I don't know what's going on in court. But for me, I think that those seats even belong to PDP members who came second. I don't think
that is right. You cannot give the seat to the people who came second.
Another thing I should also point out. People keep saying that 10 members in the house is illegal. It's not illegal. They form a quorum. They are not illegal.
All right.
They challenge it in court.
Thank you, brother.
Why are they not going to challenge it in court? They know it's legal.
Thank you.
As far as they form a quorum, they can sit. That is
Thank you. Thank you, brother Victor. And Mr. Mori, you wanted to say something. 1 minute, please.
Okay, thank you very much. My beloved brother, I don't know who just spoke last. He has almost answered the thing. Yeah, they wanted to conduct. The state government was already. They have already written to INEC. They were back conducting election for their replacement. They went to court. The reason why you see that coming up right now because elections are around the corner. They think they are losing out because the federal might could not help them. See, this is one thing about BUHARI. You know, somebody cannot be 100% bad. A lot of people voted for him for certain reason, but he has failed. But on this ground of allowing certain things to stay, I think we cannot take it away from BUHARI. Look at what he did in Edo. If he wanted to ring Edo election, it would have been it would have been an easy thing for him. He failed them woefully. Look at what he did in Anambra. He disappointed them woefully. See, if the guy might not be a 100% Democrat, on that ground, I give it to BUHARI. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
But you forget the one they used a helicopter to rig in Kogi State. Was BUHARI not president then?
Yeah, I just
Edo, we care about Edo, I beg.
No, you mentioned Anambra as well. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah, no, see, no man has a monopoly of knowledge. You just reminded me of that. That is a minus for him. But for this one, what they expected, what this arrogant, dissident, rebellious, and nefarious House of Assembly members elect noted. That is what I'm trying to address. I'm not saying BUHARI is 100% correct.
My brother, you cannot be doing good and doing bad at the same time. It doesn't work like that. I've never seen in my entire life where they use military helicopter. Military helicopter to be rigging election. It's the first time I witnessed it.
Addressing to another area. We are addressing these members, as it relates to Edo State government. Please.
All right, thank you. Thank you, my people. I appreciate every one of you. We've been here now for 3 hours, 25 minutes. I appreciate you so much, my good panelists. Thank you very much. And my people on the comment section, I appreciate every one of you. And God bless all of you now. I'm going to make this clear once again, as we are leaving right now. All my panelists, I appreciate you all. I want you to have that in mind that whatever we are doing here, we are doing it for our states. The day you choose not to be here anymore, by God's grace, you'll be replaced. But I want you to know, if you think you are doing it for me, there's no need for you to be here. You are doing it for our state. That's it. In fact, currently we are not enough. We are not enough. If we want the change in our state or in Nigeria, we should be more than this. We should even move out of this because this platform can only take 12. We should move out of this and go to Zoom to be receiving more people. Please, I'm doing my best. You do your own best. If you have a platform, you want me to come there as well to air my own voice, of course I will be there. I'm a great supporter of anybody in life. I've touched so many lives positively. I don't carry cameras along to showcase this. I touch lives every day. In fact, today, I touch lives. Yesterday, I touched lives. I don't showcase these things. So nobody's doing anybody a favor. We are helping our people, especially the less privileged ones back home. The ones that cannot speak for themselves. The voiceless ones that you, Mr. Hakim, is speaking for. Mr. Johnson is speaking for. Mr. Victor is speaking for. Mr. Alex is speaking for. Mr. Murray is speaking for, and other of my panelists. So please, let us always have that in mind. The day we have it in mind that you are doing one particular person a favor, we can never move Edo State forward. That's the best thing. If you are here and your name is not called, I've said it over and over again. I've watched so many other debates where people raise their hands. But people come here, most people don't raise their hands. That's fine. Some people don't want their face to be shown. That's fine. But I'm not stupid, that is showing my face here every day. I'm genuinely fighting for my people. All right? So if you are showing your face, that's fine. If you don't want to show your face, that's also fine. But we shouldn't pick on little things. I don't think it's worth it. What Leftist Sitoya did is wrong. You know, I'm disappointed at him. I'm saying this on air. Because Leftist Sitoya is a team. It's not just a Nigeria, it's a team. If a team can act like this, that's wrong. It should be a supporter. It should be a backbone. Because it's a team. Leftist Sitoya is a Nigeria Watch team. And it's different from every other person that is here. But it's not better than every other person that is here. Nobody's better than anybody here. But it's a team. You know what that means. So please, we should be watchful. We should watch each other's back to move Edo State forward. I repeat again, if you are fighting for Edo State, please fight for Edo State genuinely without not expecting anything in return. The day you start fighting for Edo State and you have one or things that you are expecting back, Edo State can never move forward. If you check it holistically, many of our youth on this social media of a thing, many of them are fighting for Edo State. Fine, it's obvious. But the same many of them are fighting for themselves. This is where the problem lies. Even the Governor Obaseki that you and I are criticizing every day, Governor Obaseki sits right there in his office and laugh at some people because he knows they are fighting for themselves. We can't continue like this. We should do everything we are doing for our people. Don't expect anything back. That's it. I love you all. I love all my panelists, both the one that came in today, both the one that could not turn up today. Everyone be asking about Israel. Israel could not turn up today. He's very, very busy today. So, but you'll be seeing him soonest. As you know that our debate is permanent on Friday. But now, if you check it for the past 2-3 weeks now, we'll be having a random debate, during the week. I appreciate you all. We'll have a caller here before I round up. Mr. Pius, thank you very much for calling us. We are rounding up now, though, but go ahead, talk to us quickly.
Well done, Nigeria. Well done to every brother that I'm just watching this since I'm still watching.
Thanks.
Something I like about you, talk to everything about you, see it straight off. You understand? This about this debate we are doing.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying people are not here maybe to come and beg them to come and do. I don't want to be joining. You understand? Because when you carry yourself, maybe you want to be proud or kind of something. Maybe without you cannot. No, there are many thousands of people that live all over the whole world. Even though you are not called, raise up your hand, let them call you. I was the one that was present last time as a gentleman. You understand? Even though sometimes you still raise up your hand and do what you want to do. But for maybe anybody feel that if I'm not there, it cannot exist. Nigeria cannot go on. No. It's not. You are not working for Nigeria Watch. You are not doing it for Nigeria Watch. You are doing it for your own brothers and sisters who are in Edo State, all over the whole world. Because as we are watching you guys, we learn every day. I've learned many things in this from this your station. I've seen many things, and I know many things that happen in Edo State. Even though you can even go forward to go to Isha or that to know what is going on, we'll be very happy. But we also look for our own local government we come from. Understand? And anybody that is here, please, we are very happy to see you guys. But we should not take it like say, no, we are people here. No, that is what happened in the Edo State for our because they wanted to, they want to join Oshomole to destroy Edo State. Why God did not agree with them. Edo people did not agree with them. They said no.
And we'll never agree.
We are very happy with those things. Because they live in their own state, went to go and stay with Oshomole in Abuja.
All this one that is just talking, you can even see that they are talking based on frustration. Edo people cannot be carried away by this kind of petty speeches. I know I can never be carried away with it.
You see that man that was making some speech just now, our father,
Can you imagine? No, even that, sir. How can you just switch from House of Assembly topic straight to our monarch? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you can see how much they try to cause confusion. They try to hit our royal monarch, bring military politics into our palace.
Why is he trying to use the shadow? Why is he trying to use the shadow of our great monarch to judge his selfish interest?
Exactly.
I just decided not to contribute on this. That's why I left everything for you guys,
He mentioned that more than 3 times. More than 3 times.
Those people say they come on the live television. They want to pray that our father is the lead. Inside their belly, inside their stomach, they are evil to the palace. Truth be to God. I want everybody to know they are not pretending on last screen. They will not be pretending. they love our father. They are the one destroying our Edo State. They don't joke. How many times have they gone through schools, through this thing to go and call our father and say, Daddy, I've built a social local government, I've built school, I've built hospital for them. I want you to daddy come and see it. It has never happened. But they don't have their money, they will be pretending. Sir, please, I want to beg all my brothers that is there. Please, sir, you people go. I'm very happy when every Friday I start from beginning, I will end with beginning.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Things from you guys every time, please. Nobody should be 2 months proud or this and no, they know. You understand? They say, well, this one watch this and this one watch it. Okay, we need to wash my back. I wash your back.
I've always said it. I've always said it on this platform. Thank you very much, Mr. Pius. Let me address this before I go. I've always said it on this platform. Nobody should support me when you know I'm doing anything wrong. I will say it to you on air, and I will also say it to you off air if we have communication. Don't ever support me whenever I'm doing anything wrong. Don't ever. Although I know I'm not perfect. If you know it's not something that is worse, then you can call me and talk to me. But if you know I continue, I say, okay, no matter, make I did one, then expose me. That's it. That's the only way we can move Edo State forward. And apart from that, that's the way we can move Nigeria forward. I've said it before, that Nigerians need a hot hand. If not be bad like that. Sometimes when I say I like Governor Wike, I like Governor Wike, I know all of them are thief. The reason why I like him because the man get action. And I leave someone that have actions that can carry Nigeria forward or to the next level. Thank you very much, my good people. Once again, we need to be going right now. If not, we might sleep here like the other day. Thank you, Akim, my brother. I appreciate you. Victor, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Alex, my brother, I appreciate you. Mr. Mori, I appreciate you. Destiny, unfortunately, your network could not allow you to contribute how it's supposed to be today, but I hope next time your contributions will come in well. I don't know what happened. Destiny, don't try today. You know, you see, and I just talk about the network does still fail them again. So next time we can have him properly on this place. For those of you that want to be joining us on our debate, like I said before, it's all about first come, first serve. You know, we only have a space for 12. If that 12 is filled up, you can't come in. But although you can still be on the comment section to support us, the people on the comment section, they're always there supporting us. You know, one thing we must know, one person cannot be a voice to move Edo State forward. We all must collectively work together to move Edo State forward. Don't add anything sentimentalism to it. Don't say, I love Governor Obaseki, I hate Governor Obaseki. Say it how it is. Now, God, may God bless all of you. Now, I appreciate every one of you. We have to be going right now. Take care.
Thank you very much, Nigeria Watch. Thank you, fellow panelists.
Thank you, Mr. Akim. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch. And
thank you, guys. Have a nice weekend, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. From this end, thank you.
Yeah, enjoy your weekend, guys.
Comrade Alice, activist Alice, you're doing fine.
To be honest, Alice, now do well past all of us for here. You know why? The reason why
you're revolution already.
He's always joining us from Benin. He's the guy to the track. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Have a good night.
Good night.
Enjoy your weekend.
On the comment section, I want to say thank you to every one of you right there. I appreciate
what did Alex do? I bet come again.
Alex, you're doing fine. Revolutionary, you're doing fine.
Now you try pass all of us for help, and I believe for the join us. You know, all of us there, bro. You the join us from Benin. You do try. You know, thank you, Alex.
Well, I always say, all right, guys.
All right.
Engineer can not be abroad in there because that will not be abroad network in the use.
No, engineer can network not there.
I be engineer can don't go Stockholm mega city.
No, I believe say Stockholm mega city. You are very right. Maybe you don't move, go there. You never want to let us know.
Fine weekend, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you very much.
Victor, we don't always see you. You know,
it's the nature of my job. It's the nature of my job. I'm not always because of my job. I'm not always chanced all the time.
Okay.
But this Friday I was chanced because I finished early from work, so I had the chance to join you guys. But I would always let you know if I will be able to join on subsequent episodes.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Mr. Johnson, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. And God, God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
On the comment section, I love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. I can't mention names because we have a lot of comments today. But now God will bless all of them. Good night once again.
Go.